Yeah?
And that's how you
I'm gonna
know you're
do
gonna
if I die. Monster
Still
Slayer.
too early.
Ranger.
Hello, everybody.
Nice.
Because I was
Hello.
looking at its
Hello.
Welcome
Hey.
to us here, where we are on the internet, where we play to win D&D.
And we win
Oh.
max.
Uh-huh.
Where the points don't matter.
We're playing is winning in itself. The points don't matter.
They seem
The
rather
rules
Unless
are
you're
made up.
doing death save.
The real prize is friendship.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It turns out in this
What that
campaign,
matters to your last
points
one.
might matter very much.
Yeah, right.
Welcome. We are going to be playing D&D. We have one other person that will be joining us shortly. He had to start a new job or something. I don't know.
This is
Josh,
his
can
job.
you move
Adult
that
things.
slightly closer towards me?
So I'll
Just a little
I will
bit.
be playing
Perfect.
Buddy and
Yeah.
Inda until Mike gets here.
No, you won't.
Yes,
Okay.
I will. He told me. He told me so. It's his choice.
Buddy's just dead.
Yeah,
So
Buddy's dead.
just dead.
We'll have a beautiful funeral.
A couple updates before we begin really quickly. Gadrin in the Underdark, our serialized short fiction series, written by Joseph. Part 4 is out on the website now. I have not read Part 4 yet. It came out last night and I haven't.
Is it right
Sat
now
down since
accidentally
then.
labeled as part 5?
It is
Will we
accidentally labeled as
It is
part.
not.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Oh, it's not.
Good. No.
Okay.
I just put that.
He labeled it in his brain correctly.
Other than that, we keep chat open. So honestly, if you guys want to chat us about anything during the show, live chat, we'd love to hear it. We might not immediately respond, but we are definitely seeing it.
Special review. We had special review.
We did have special review. We've been doing that a little. My mom's trying to call me.
Twitch
Does she have questions about D&D?
Twitch isn't
I
working.
told her she should watch. This very well might be a how do I watch this thing? Which I'm glad I said that. I hope it's not. I just started watching you because then she heard me make fun of her.
Right.
So did the viewer count go down by 1 when you did that?
Can't tell because my mom's calling me is right over the Twitch screen. Special review sometimes on the weekends when we can get together. It's hard enough to do once a week that we made that commitment, but we try to do it if we can. Again, we had our 3rd or 4th special review. We also had one where we did miniature painting and also discussed the campaign while we were doing that. So it's a little more haphazard on the weekend. Oh, now I'm just squarely in the middle of that
Someone told me
frame.
to move it again.
It just doesn't look right.
No, you gotta move it further away from. Yeah,
Was it you or is it us?
a little further.
I think
No,
they're
Nope,
both
further away.
No.
More.
I think you shouldn't listen to
Lovely,
Tony.
perfect.
Always
They
listen.
look fine.
Okay.
Are they both fine or not?
Yeah, they're fine.
And a shout out to Eric for making the new.
Yeah,
overlay.
updated the overlay. Tony's elf character looks
Just like it.
phenomenal.
Just like
Phenomenal.
it.
The
Down
realism in that painting.
Literally looks like an
there.
elf. It's just like an elf.
It's
The ears, everything.
it's perfect.
It's awesome. The long flowing hair.
Yeah.
Very
A
handsome.
high elf too. You can tell how regal he is.
Turdock's
That is-
no, I just
when you
Facebook.
when you Google Eladrin images, that's
Yeah.
what comes up
Yeah.
right there. That's the first one.
It will
What's his
now.
name?
'Cause we're
Aladdin?
gonna change Wikipedia.
No.
His name's
Um,
Aladdin?
High elf isn't.
Oh my god.
And then Turok is there. We don't have a character portrait yet, so we have the wonderfully painted miniature showing off those skills too.
Does that mean I'm dying tonight?
You have a mini. If you have a mini, well, it depends. You might only fight really dangerous things today.
Okay.
You have to fight like a wasp, not like a giant wasp, but just like a wasp to
Oh.
actually die in this game.
Okay.
It has to
Jesus
be.
died for your sins.
If someone starts calling you a butt, don't run towards them.
Yeah.
Lessons
That's a
learned.
good right.
With all that said and done, I got some magic items here that I didn't even finish cutting out, but hey,
I'm sure they'll all go to
it's time
Tony.
to start, so now those aren't available, sorry.
Don't have them all.
Last time, we played 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons on Icosacast. Here. At Inroads Productions. You guys
William Shatner,
made...
ladies and gentlemen.
You made a raft. After the death of your good friend Baron, at the hands of some rather foul-mouthed goblins, you made one version of a raft that was maybe not as river-worthy as you would have liked, So you trashed that, made a second raft, and started taking it down the Shanhira River. At first, your travels went rather quickly. You passed through some familiar sights. You passed by the walls of Chalnagar, that large city to the north. You were accosted by some of the Goronum, the orcish protectors of that city, though without taking too much damage, and then camped down a little ways past that. At this point, it's getting pretty late in the day, I would say then, right? Because you started off, you got to them about noon, you went a little bit further, you went down, you have some daylight left, and then you walked, and it took you, I think, a little while to find the ruins that half of your party found, because you split the party, which is my favorite. You found a single orc, whose name you do not have yet, who seems to have a high elven slave with him, tied to a pole. The slave's things were stolen, and then he was purchased by the party for 1 hex, 6 silver points. The orc then invited the party to go into these ruins that were there, saying that there's one item in there that he needed, that he would be the only thing he wants, he would help you get through, and that anything else that you may want to take is yours to take as payment for going through. He said he did not know what it was he was looking for, but he would know where to find it. Badi then entered with the orc alone into what he called the antechamber of the ruins. And Turok went back to the raft a ways away to get his other friends to bring them along as well, and that is where we left off. I think we're gonna pick right back up with Turok getting back to that raft with his friends.
Okay. Does Turok see everyone kind of together at a camp? Are they off doing their own thing?
I think you were all kind of hanging out, right?
There's me and Bree are over by the raft, and I had a darkness spell on his head because he was meditating with his eyes closed.
Right, yes. So Tanaki's off a little to... You actually see them hanging out on the raft and just a ball of magical darkness. This kind of amorphous globe.
Alright.
It's a little early for a bingo.
It is.
But a bingo, yet it is.
Just nonstop.
If you're playing the Icosacast drinking game,
Don't do that.
when you see a cat, you yell bingo, and then drink
Sip your water.
some water.
Some age-appropriate drinks. Children.
Jesus juice.
So that you're wholly inside and out.
I only assume that Ball of Darkness has something to do with you, but we must go. We have found some ruins.
Turok here?
We have found
You're
an
gonna
orc.
have to speak up. He can't hear you when
We
they
have
speak up.
found an elf, and your smelly furry friend is probably going to kill someone if we don't get back there soon.
What's an elf?
It's a.
Slowly walk forward.
It looks kind of like that
The
one,
ball of darkness.
Twice
is now
with the
moving
ball of
closer
darkness.
to you.
but it's got pointy ears.
Oh, okay.
You are now all engulfed in magical darkness.
Hey!
I should have been out of it by now. Can we turn it off?
Magic one, will you do something about this?
It's got about 12 more minutes left on it.
You're telling me you can't turn it off.
No.
What if I punch you in the face? Will it turn off then?
It's not concentration. It's just gonna...
Well, like... Bree, do you
She
still have
will
rope?
hurt you.
I do not have time for these games. You can follow me if you want, and
Follow
I
his
just
voice.
turn around in the other direction.
Bree.
This way. I will explain more on the
Do
way.
you still have rope?
Yeah?
Can I hold it and then you walk outside the darkness and I just follow
Okay.
the rope?
I'm gonna take out my hempen rope.
Sure. Take out some hempen rope, and you see Bree exit from this sphere of darkness, just holding this rope over her shoulder, and then this ball of darkness just starts. moving off and following her.
Tanaki, you can hear inside that thing, yes?
Yup.
Alright.
So as
This is humiliating.
So, just to understand this correctly, you left Badi with somebody you feel she will kill.
Your friend Zephaim was there. He said he would stop her from killing anyone, but I don't know how long he can hold her back.
Oh, there's somebody that besides Zephaim. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And start kind of walking back and explaining the situation
Sure.
as he knows it.
And you guys were a bit of a ways away, so
Yeah.
you had to like travel back to the raft, and now you're traveling back again. Outside, as this really strange, pretty lithe orc with these huge big goggles
Oh, right.
that just magnify his eyes, kind of squirms through this little opening into this kind of sunken building again, and Badi really squeezing through, having to like Santa Claus through this small chamber, disappearing from sight. We do have our new party adjacent member standing outside with Sephahim.
Who is this?
You're not there yet. No, you guys are you guys are on your way. It's going to take you a
So
while.
tell me, slave.
Don't.
How did you get here?
My name isn't Slave.
I did not say that was your name. But
Why
that
would
is
you
what
call
the-
me that.
I don't
I'm not
know
a
your
slave.
name.
I'm no slave.
You are a slave to this man.
Oh, I just make him think I am. I'm trying to get to know them. The orcs of...
Why would you do this?
Because they're... I was told that you can meet them and form some type of alliance with them.
What do you
But I
want?
met them and they just took me.
Why do you want an alliance with the orcs?
Well, I don't. I come from the south. They wanted me to come out here. They heard that they were
How far south?
pretty far.
Past Dalbaz.
Yes, yes. I came up here because we heard whispers of the orcs forming allegiances or alliances with.
Why do you come this far north if you're from that far south?
I told you I wanted to meet the orcs and see if we could make a some type of treaty with them or before there's a problem.
Why a treaty? I don't understand. Why would there be a problem if you are from that far away?
It's
Don't believe you.
they might travel south.
Insight check.
Sure. Roll persuasion or deception. Roll insight.
You don't have any dice?
Where are they?
No.
There you go.
No.
Oh.
Part of the Icosacast drinking game, every
I
time
don't
Tony
think it's
touches his
here.
head.
You take a big sip of water.
What is it?
Persuasion or deception, whether you're lying or not.
11.
14.
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, he seems entirely forthright. Just trying to really persuade you of his point.
Who sent you here to do this? Did-
Why?
You did not come of your own volition.
I was volunteered to come. Actually, I really wanted to come. I love the idea of trying to
By whom your former master?
master.
Well, you are a slave.
I'm not. I told you, I'm not a slave. They think I'm a slave. I'm trying to.
But why would they think you are a slave if you did not have a former master?
They may have captured me and turned me into a slave, but I'm not. I'm here to try and befriend them.
How did they capture you?
Well, I walked into their settlement and there are hundreds of them.
This was not very smart of you. That was foolish.
Well, yes, and now knowing that they are not like other places, I walked into many towns with hundreds of tiefling and no issues there. But they
The
are not.
things are not the orcs.
They are
don't,
not quite
don't
the same.
don't insult us.
They are not quite the same. So
No, they are not.
yeah, I didn't. I thought they would be, but unfortunately.
What is your name if you're not a slave?
It's Talius.
Talius.
They called me random name. They usually call me slave, but I prefer not to be called slave.
Okay, Talius.
I-
This is fine.
But I was sent. I was sent from my mother to try and get to know the orcs and form a bond or a lead alliance with them, so that
Your
if they
mother?
ever, traveled south, they wouldn't try and kill all of us.
Your mother
Ah,
sent you
yes.
here.
Yes. She lives in the south. She's a.
I don't understand this. Why would your mother send you here? Did she volunteer you to do this?
Actually, I wanted to come.
I'm very confused by this. You say you volunteer, but then you say you wanted to come.
Yeah, she wanted me to go, and I was very happy to. I was excited to. There's no confusion.
The orcs are not to be trifled with, I don't think.
They are much more difficult to get to know than I thought they would be.
I have now a few experiences with these orcs, and they don't like to play games.
Is that other orc? He doesn't look the same.
Turok is alright.
Yes. Turok is his name?
This is Turok, yes. Turok is his name.
What is your name again?
I did not say it.
Oh. Yes, that's right. You didn't.
It is Zephahim.
Sapphire. Oh. Interesting name.
Is it?
Yes.
Why?
I've never heard a name like that before.
I've never heard a name like Delius before.
That's probably true. I haven't met another one. So,
Another what?
Delius.
Wow. You are a fool.
It's been a minute of conversation. Oh my. It continues. Oh my god. I don't know why you would call me a fool. We've had one
Obviously, you
conversation.
have not met another person named Telius. This is not a common name.
That's just my point.
Oh. You just say things.
Well,
I don't know how. to
maybe I
react
should
to
talk
this.
to the other one.
Maybe you should.
The big hairy one.
No, not her. Do not talk to
She
her.
seemed very rough. Kind of like the orcs.
I don't suggest this if you want to live very long.
I'm pretty good at
At what?
fighting.
Well, that is her favorite thing to do.
I enjoy it, but, you know, it's hard when there's so many.
Why do you like to fight?
It's fun.
Fighting is something you do if you have to.
Of course, I don't try and fight people, but when I have to, it's enjoyable.
I will get you your stuff back.
Oh, maybe. So when I leave, I can have stuff to walk with.
Well, you're not leaving. Turok purchased you. You are with us now.
I'm not actually a slave, though.
Well,
Maybe I should give her the money back. Him.
I will not let you leave until Turok says it is alright. He paid for you.
I can give him the money back. I have it.
Well,
If
I
they
don't
didn't
think
take
you have it right now.
No, your hairy friend took it.
Yeah, so maybe when you get your money back.
I do need my sword back, though. And I have.
Your sword, what else did you have in there?
There's a bit of money in there.
I see.
Traveler's pack.
I don't think Buddy will take these things from you.
There's some jerky in there. Have you ever had jerky before?
Of course.
I have.
Oh, it's delicious.
It is alright.
It's my favorite thing from the orcs. They smoke it. Have you ever done that before?
No.
It's good.
Most elves are vegetarian.
I don't. I eat meat.
Okay.
I'm a
Who
traveler.
are you talking to?
I'm sorry.
His conscience.
You were talking to somebody just now. That was not me.
He's crazy.
Oh, I thought that was. Wait.
I'm also hearing voices. It is very crazy.
It's strange.
I don't know if I trust you.
That's fine. You don't have to. No, the orcs certainly didn't. That's why they tied me up. I was gonna escape at some point. I think probably around 6 months from now.
Were you going to go back south?
Probably.
We may be going south as well.
I was gonna go south to let them know it's probably not a good idea to come back, at least without a few more people to negotiate. But I
What
could have
is-
gone west too because
Okay.
I know they're working with somebody out there.
What is it?
It's really hard. I don't really know.
Why are you still talking?
I'm just thinking.
What is in these rooms?
Oh God, cool things. Cool things.
Cool things.
Interesting. Knickknacks. I used to have papers of cool little things I would find. I have to follow this guy around a lot, but
He has these things, these papers.
he did. I don't know where they are. No, he must have taken them. I used to write them down.
You You know how to write?
Yes, of course. You do not?
I never learned.
Oh, I could teach you.
I don't think this is wise.
Everyone should know how to write.
I don't need to write.
How do you send letters?
Don't send letters. What even is that?
To speak to people far away.
Who delivers these to you?
What, do you yell out your window to your neighbor? You don't send him a letter?
I don't need to talk to my neighbor.
Oh, I have a lot to learn.
So do I guess.
So you yell out your window to your neighbor?
No,
Interesting.
I don't know what you are saying.
The city I come from.
Where
is
did you
much-
learn to write? Your parents?
Yeah, the university.
You're from the university?
Oh wait.
Well,
this
it's a
character doesn't
school.
like that.
Far to the south?
Well, it's a school. What does that mean?
Yeah, they call it the university, yeah.
I know I've heard of it.
That's where I learned.
So you went there, or you lived there?
I live there. For quite some time now.
You see, we should go with the others.
Sure. I need my sword back before I can leave.
This is what I mean.
I could have
I
left.
meant with Buddy and the orc.
I could have left, but I didn't want to kill that goblin. He's not a goblin, he's an orc. Is he an orc?
He was an
Could be
orc.
a goblin too. They look similar.
How old are you?
You are a fool.
Many days old.
I am many days old too.
17. What's she doing?
I'm 12 days. 12 days.
How many turns of the moon?
Turns of the moon.
I am 150 years old.
Years?
What is this?
2 human lifetimes?
2 human lifetimes?
1 maybe?
This is absurd.
It depends. Sometimes they live till they're, old and wrinkly.
I
Other
don't want to
times
hear
they
this anymore. We didn't find our friends.
I have to sit here until she gives me my
I need
stuff
to
back.
find our friends then. I'm gonna start
All right. Do you?
calling out to Turok, and
It's a while before they get there
Yeah.
because he has to. I mean, it took you a couple hours to find this place, but it was meandering, and you were going quick back in this way, like straight. So even say 20 minutes each way, on the lower end.
Darkness will be gone by the time we're back.
Yes,
Yeah.
darkness is definitely going by the time you're back. But
Cast
if
again.
you want, the rope can still be connected. You
No.
to Bree. Okay. Bree has her rope back, so the two of you watch as the group of your 4 other friends come walking off from the distance. You see them
Hello,
coming
Z.
towards you. You guys see what seems to be just ruins. A few stone pillars around, mostly broken down. Another structure that seems to be built kind of into the ground.
Ooh, rocks.
Not much to see.
Hello. Hello, Z.
Inda,
Who is this?
a very strange.
I'm fishing through my.
I get really close to him. I get about this close to him.
Man.
And I'm like, who are you?
I'm fishing through my half armor,
Yeah.
plate armor, and I find it.
Who
and I
are you?
pull out this piece of paper.
Why are you talking like that?
I'm trying it out.
Hello. What?
Who are you?
Talius, how are you?
Talius.
Yes.
Strange name.
And I'll take out the paper and I'll open it up. This is what I was talking to you about. I found them. He didn't steal them. They're just papers I wrote stuff
I
down.
cannot read this. Give it to somebody else.
Let me see it.
No,
Why?
I don't know you.
You were just trying to show it to
How
him.
about I give you a nickname? Then you'll trust me.
No.
I'll call you T.
Unacceptable. I'll then turn to Torok. So, I'm not actually a slave.
But you were bought.
So you
I
purchasing
don't
me
understand.
You don't know that.
was not.
If he bought him, he would have said that he bought
I
him.
don't know if that was a real purchase. Can I give
What
you
does
the
this
money
mean,
back?
A real purchase. He gave this man who owned you a hex,
Wait,
and now he
I
owns you.
could have
You want
gotten
him?
away.
I did. Tell me, how did you come into the service of that very orc with the very large eyes?
As an orc?
Yes.
I told you
He's
all this
very-
on the way here.
he's
Oh.
very
You weren't
tiny.
paying attention. You
No,
were at
I was in the darkness.
But you could still hear. I want to know how that orc said you belong to his entire tribe. How did you come to do that?
I just told. Okay. I was in the south. I came to the east because I wanted.
Tell them where you're from.
I'm from the south.
No,
So I
where
came to the
exactly you are from.
I'm very far from to the south, from a big
It's up
city.
there.
He's from the university.
Ah, yes, the university.
I
Yes.
don't know.
So I go from the university to the orcs, and I'm trying to, become friends with them.
You
and
went to
figure
the-
out
You went to the
If-
orcs.
if I can,
You willingly walked into a tribe of orcs.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping that I
That's
could be.
foolish.
You are an idiot.
You were a
Well-
fool.
So, I'm gonna take out I'm gonna flip through the pages, and then on the page we'll have
What language is it written in?
high elf or elf. Sorry,
Elvish.
elfish, whatever.
Elvin.
So the name of the city. What's the city with the orcs that they're working together with the
Oh, Chalnagar.
Chalnagar?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Voronum or
So I had visited Chalnagar, and I found that they were working together, and I wanted to see if maybe they wanted to work with the university, and so if they travel south, I heard they're very strong. They could kill us all.
I can understand this train of thought. However, you went in to see civilized orcs.
Mm.
These are not living in cities. These are tribes of orcs.
Yeah, there were a lot of them.
There is a difference.
I almost died.
You are lucky you are still alive.
I know.
So you
They
still
told
not
me
answered
that
my
many
question.
times.
How did you become owned by that tribe?
Oh, they took me in. I couldn't kill them all.
So you are their slave.
For now, it would have taken me a little while, but I definitely could have gotten away.
But
I
you
could have
but-
gotten away
but you
today.
have not.
No, he was gonna find some cool stuff.
And
I'm going to.
I purchased
No,
I purchased you from him.
So if I give you the same amount of money, can I buy myself?
Of course.
But you own the things that he owns.
No. That is not how it works with orcs. He actually maintains all of his property. His belongings are still his, which I am going to get back to you, by the way.
That's fine.
I just need to
Well.
find my furry stinky friend.
Buddy will have to do that.
And please let me talk to her. She will kill you dead where you stand.
I don't know if she would kill me.
She would. Yes,
she
she
would
would.
kill you dead where
She'll
you
kill
stand.
you.
You don't listen to me. You don't listen to them.
I have to
Try it.
Go.
I will get your belongings
See what
back.
happens.
If
I'll
you
do-
if
I'll
you
back
can
you.
buy your own freedom, I don't know why you didn't try buying your own freedom from him, because that's
This
the
is
way it
a
goes.
good
well,
But if you would like to buy your freedom from me, that is perfect.
yeah, because I'd like to try and go back and see if I can negotiate with him.
I paid 1 hex for you.
That was not a lot of coin.
That's
That's not a lot.
I would be
So
embarrassed
we
if I
need
was
to
bought
get
for
your
1
belongings
X.
back first.
Yes, I don't have any
In that,
money.
you would be bought for a point.
I think that longbow that bought.
I would refuse.
Uh-huh.
Say, how dare you? How dare you for this?
All right, what are you guys doing?
I gotta go get my stuff so I can pay him for my freedom.
Where did
Do we get to go-
Buddy go?
If we get to go in the ruins.
Yes.
Buddy
yes,
went
we
into
do.
the ruins with
Alrighty.
the orc.
Do you like that?
That
By-
is
by
supposedly.
herself. You were supposed to make sure she didn't kill that one.
I don't care about the orc. I care about the slave you bought.
Wait a minute. What are all of you doing here together? A human.
How do you know I'm a human? What if it's an illusion?
You look like one. I've seen them before.
Well,
What if
looks
it's an
like
illusion?
one.
Could be. Touch his head and see if it's an illusion.
Roll for touch.
I thought I thought.
You
put it
missed.
there.
Yeah.
I did. I
A
did.
one.
Yeah. Nope, he has a head. It is fairly human shaped.
Fairly. He's also a child.
Yeah, so
I'm 15 years old.
Okay.
Why are you touching children?
Turok, you are right. I should have taken the slave
Uh-huh.
and followed Buddy.
She's going to kill that orc. You and I both know she will.
Oh, absolutely.
This may happen, but maybe the orc deserves it.
He's just a
No offense to orcs.
no,
He seemed nice enough to me.
I feel just a shaking ground.
he is. She could easily kill him. I could have killed him.
Can I see the
He does not seem like he is
Can you see
very...
what?
the entrance to the
Okay.
room?
like us.
Roll a perception check.
The
There's
orc,
no discernible entrance, really.
He seems
It's-
like a city orc to me. He does not seem like someone who would live out here in the tribe.
15.
He has these
Yeah.
weird things on his head.
So Tanaki kind of like walks off from the group and looks around, and you do. It's kind of like it might have been a window on like a normal above ground thing, but it seems to be like pretty rectangular and low to the ground and not very comfortable, easy to get through. But you kind of can see where like the rest of the sand has been kind of messed up, and it leads you right to it. So that seems to be the way people are entering and exiting.
I cast light on my dagger and go in.
I'll
Okay.
follow him.
Sure. Okay, so Tanaki casts light on his dagger, holding it before him like a shining beacon. As he enters in, scuttling like this on his butt, just wagging it back and forth. Yeah, you gotta stop messing with things, girl. As he enters in, what is your...
Oh, I'm pushing Talius
Oh,
out of the way.
Talius. Okay, yes, I do have a thing for you.
I
Do
would,
you? Okay.
Yeah, I do. Talius, following...
No, I'm going to shove him
I don't know about this.
and
Okay.
cut him in line.
Sure, yeah.
And go behind
well,
shove.
She's quick.
Don't know about
How
what
tall are
in
you?
Going under the ground.
Very not tall.
3 feet tall.
them. Why not?
So the
She's pushing my butt.
Yeah, the shove isn't too much. Kind of like on the side where you're like, huh? And then a little halfling kind of scuttles and slides right in.
Where did you come from?
So 1, 2, 3 people entered. As you guys enter, you fall about 8 feet or so onto the ground.
Woo!
You have a
We're going
like there as they're outside.
Maybe.
You kind of
He
shine the light around.
Does not want to go.
I have reservations about this.
All right, let me just explain what the room looks, because they'll be able to tell, if you decide to go or not. So you kind of shine the light around. You're in a square room with a ceiling about 10 feet high or so. It seems to be entirely made of stone floor, stone walls. The wall that you came in seems to have been carved with something. But what it is long eroded to the point where you can't make anything of it out anymore. But you can see it's not just smooth stone. Although none of the stone is smooth. It's all cut, but it remains rough. There seems to be 3 doors, one on the other 3 walls. And other than that, there is not much in this room that you can tell at first glance.
Why do you not want to go in there and
It's just in the middle of nowhere, and we go under the ground, and then what?
We find fun things.
Get out there.
You came
I'm
inside.
right with you.
You came inside, didn't you?
Oh, they didn't go in?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fools.
I don't know why you would be afraid of this.
The last time we went underground, what happened?
That is a good point. But we got out. We would have killed that guy. I would have killed him with my bare hands if I had to. It would be alright with us.
I understand you might have reservations, but he was not the only orc in the area, and I would hate for you to be here alone by yourself when they come back.
That's also a good point.
I was going to say something similar to this.
And I need to go and get this elf stuff back from Buddy, so
If we
I
were
will
to
go
s-
down.
As they continue to talk outside, you said you wanted to roll an investigation check. What are
Yeah.
you trying to investigate?
Just to see if doors. The doors? The doors!
What do you want to investigate?
I want to see if they're locked.
You which of the doors you're going up to? So the way you enter, you're like on the long wall of a rectangular room. So there's left, right, and straight.
I'm gonna see if I can hear the orc and Badi through any of the doors.
That'd be a perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna do that instead. I'd rather do that.
Roll at disadvantage because they are big, thick stone doors as you go up to them.
I rolled a 9 twice.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, you go around and you listen quietly at all the other doors. It's kind of difficult with your friends outside still talking, but as you walk around, you're listening. You don't hear them.
Alright. Let's go.
Go down.
Hold on.
Okay,
If-
Turok enters in as you're scuttling around
If
for
you and I
different doors.
stayed here and we encountered something, it would just be the 2 of us.
This is true.
We could go to the raft and leave them, but I don't think this is a good idea.
There's safety in numbers.
Whoa!
I agree.
Whoa!
There are
His
safety.
point.
There is safety in numbers. This is true.
Let's go down. Just not try to stay too long. Don't feel like wild goose chasing whatever this orc says is down here.
Good point.
We're going by his word. That's all it is.
He does not seem.
An orc said that there's something in the ground, and we went into the ground.
It does not seem too untrustworthy. I would not be going if I didn't think that. Up to you.
Well, for now, let's go. And if it takes too long, we just leave.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you all enter. You are all now in this room. That one place you came seems to be the only still sunlight, though it is setting now. The light coming through is the only outside light here. Does not cast very much, but Tanagi does have light on his dagger as he's walking around, kind of looking at this, what was obviously once a carving along this wall, though just really can't make anything heads or tails out of it.
Are there any pictures or like
Whatever it used to be,
long
it
gone?
is so long. Yeah, it's just obviously different than like the other rough, jagged stone of the other walls, and some of it is smooth. Okay, this might have been a big something, you know. Yeah.
I'm going to use Mage Hand and try to open the door on the left.
The door on the left. Okay. You go and you try to grab the handle and not able to open it.
Alright. That one won't open. Or at least the hand can't open it. Maybe it's trapped.
I can try and use my tools to open it.
Okay. I could open it, but it would be really loud.
Maybe we shouldn't do that then. Are we sure that this is the door we want to go through?
Figure we just sent an orc and body down here. I don't think they're the most stealthy of people.
Yeah, let me back. Let's try to open the door. I want to see what's in here.
Elf.
This is cool.
T.
Yes, I'm looking around for more
Alias.
little people.
She's
I
the
think-
only little person running around.
Excuse-
Yeah, but I was very confused because I didn't see her, and now
Excuse me, Tay Tay. Which door should we go through?
never been called that before. I think I kind of like it though. I'll have to tell people back at home. What was that?
What door should we go through?
He does not know.
I want
Maybe he's
that
been
one.
here before. Oh,
Which one do you
that
point
didn't- That wasn't.
The one, the furthest one
Okay,
across.
the one all the way to the right then.
Didn't he
What
say
about
that he
these
knew
two?
where he was going?
The orc says this.
I want to say it super confidently.
Yeah.
So
Which
That
door did he
one.
point to?
the one
one
to the right.
Is that not the one we were trying to go through?
Not the one
He
that
was
you-
trying to open the one to the left.
Yeah.
But
Ah.
so he picked the one at,
I don't think
as
so.
far away.
One on the long end, the short ball. And there'd be one on the left, one on the right, and one straight all the way down the hall.
Wait, what? It doesn't look like that.
Why that one? Why that one?
Opposite.
Because the one over there is
On
locked.
the left, door on the right, door at the end of the hall.
So
Oh.
that one seems like a good one. And if you go right,
But these two are closer!
yeah, but usually, from my
Okay.
experience,
I test the one on the right.
my vast experience,
Fast.
You have vast experience doing what?
crawling through dark places.
Ooh.
I've been following this guy for a long time.
How long have you been a slave?
A couple months.
That's not
Vast.
a long time.
That's a long time.
It does right for you to check the door with your ways.
That's
My
a long
ways.
time.
Did they feed you?
Yes, of course.
How are you so skinny then?
I never gain weight.
Must be nice.
They always try.
I can try to persuade the door to open.
Try the one on the right. The
Alright,
the left one won't open.
I'll try and thieves tool. Or I'm sorry. Check the one on the right is a good call first.
See if it's trapped.
You gonna check for traps?
Oh, how do I do that?
Do you think this stone is trapped?
I can.
I don't know, it's
I can-
old.
Roll an
it's always
investigation check.
I
trapped.
can intimidate the door.
Oh,
open.
I can do. Oh, that's a bonus action. That doesn't matter right now.
Who would trap this door?
Whoever wants to
build
take their
the room.
stuff.
Built the
18.
rooms?
18.
They don't want us to
Yeah,
take
so
their
you
stuff.
you look it over and you kind of check out this door. It's rather large, and it does seem to be stone, though it's fit pretty well. It doesn't look like, it seems to be rather door-like. There's nothing weird mechanisms or anything. There is a handle to it, and as you look at it, it does seem to be locked, though it does not seem to have any traps attached to it.
Which one was I at again? The right?
Yeah.
I'll try and open it with my thieves' tools.
Sure. Make a dexterity check. Add your proficiency modifier because you're proficient with these tools,
Yeah.
right?
I got it.
Oh no, that's smaller than what I thought.
10.
What?
Wow.
Didn't
It's
expect
what,
that.
3?
It's a
2.
twang.
You can't get it. It's old. You don't know if things are rusted in there. You don't know if the thing is broken itself, but you spend some time and you're really working at it, and then everyone kind of comes around to stand over you. And it makes you kind of nervous, so you go a little quicker, and then everyone else is kind of over you again. You just, I can't do it.
Let me try. You are an amateur.
He's gonna use his lockpick.
You're an amateur.
Let me try it.
Punch
how
him in the calf.
Badly do you want it open? Because I can do it. It'll just be really loud.
I'll try my thieves tools after watching.
You
that.
proficient?
I am.
I thought it was Thieves 2. I was just in my Thieves 2.
Roll
so
a
smash
dex
with the
check.
hammer.
Add your proficiency modifier.
Wow.
You broke.
Guddles it.
He says, "Let me show you." Takes it out, trips, and smacks his forehead against the door.
Oh.
That's
Big
what you
red
get.
mark right on the gray skin.
Are they broken?
Since you both have been defeated by the locked doors, I suggest since we are trying to find the body and the orc, I don't think they went through locked doors.
I couldn't hear them down
Oh, this
any
is-
other
Well, but if the
walls.
door is locked, they did not go that way.
This is a good point, but what if the orc has the key?
Well, then I guess we just
You knock.
keep trying to find the open doors and keep going that way.
So I guess we have one door left to check then.
Okay.
These 2 are locked.
Yeah, that's
Tanaki, just use your thing. Just do your thing.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do
Should
we
we
really
check
want to
the
go in
last
there?
door?
You could open it how?
Tanaki,
Magic?
think of it this way. If there are
You
things,
can try it.
if there are things down here,
I'm gonna go
That
check
will
the
hear.
door at the end of the hallway.
we're going to be leaving anyway.
Okay. I go to the door.
Oh, this is not a good idea.
Cast lock.
Okay.
Hope you don't surge.
This big cracking sound reverberates. It's bounced around across the stone.
Or is it?
No,
If
that's a 1. That is 100%.
A 1-4
Surging.
Surge.
So that means you surge immediately. I think you owe me one for the next day as well. Still already, right?
No,
From
I
earlier.
used that yesterday.
No, you used it this day, didn't you? Did in the fight with the orcs? No,
Yeah, but I surged already.
you did. Okay.
Yeah, that's what the light did.
All right,
That's how he
83.
light.
I keep rolling high. That's how. Yeah, I was glowing.
He's
Oh,
glowing
yeah.
because of the
And
surge.
blinded all of us on the
Yeah.
raft.
Oh no!
Here's young DH.
No.
DH.
Nope. Where to go? Each creature. Who's within 30 feet of me?
Technically everyone.
Each creature within 30 feet of me takes 1d10 necrotic damage. I regain hit points equal to the sum of them.
Do you want us to just roll
Okay,
for
roll it.
ourselves?
No, he can
No,
roll a
it's
d10
one
and it
for
gets
everybody.
yeah.
You're all taking 6
Wow.
necrotic damage.
So as you're all around Tanaki and that knock sound, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, like the wind has been knocked out of you, like the breath has been pulled from your lungs. Tanaki's looking great though.
Don't
ever
do that again!
Ever do that again.
I think some extra magic happened.
I could have just checked the door.
You didn't. The locker didn't work.
It is
Maybe
locked.
this was
Not anymore.
Maybe this was open.
The door is heavy, and you have to kind of drag it. It's actually whatever hinge it's on. It's kind of off it a little bit, so it takes a couple of you to kind of muscle it open enough that you could fit through. And you look down a long hallway. It goes for maybe 40 feet or so, and then seems to break off left and right.
Ooh, another hallway.
Right. Always go right.
Is everyone coming?
So we're going
Oh,
left.
this is not true.
Always
go
go
left.
right.
You always go left.
No,
No,
we didn't
no,
go down
no.
that door.
What door do we go
Don't
out?
always
Go
go
right.
anyway. Just
Always
choose
go
the
left.
best path.
No, if you always go left, then you
Really?
always get to
That's
where
what
you
he
need to
said.
go.
We didn't even check the last door.
No.
No.
Oh,
Right.
it
This
did.
happens the same way.
Because. And I sort of just kind of go around, and then you would cover everything that you would need to cover. Keep your left hand on the wall.
Mm.
You never get
If
lost.
You do the right.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are entering that.
Yeah.
Do you write backwards?
I'd like to go right.
Look out for traps.
What's the marching order?
I walked into the hallway.
Yeah, so
I'm second.
No, you're not.
Tanaki.
Yes,
and,
I am.
Are you gonna fight with Bree to be next in line?
Yes, I am.
How are you gonna? So Bree like tries to brazenly rush past you again. What are you gonna do to inhibit? her?
Well, I'll let her through, but then put my hand so she walks into my hand.
Okay, roll an
can't-
athletics. You can roll athletics or acrobatics.
I do athletics.
You do athletics, yeah, because it's kind of a grapple. It's kind of grapply.
14.
15.
She just barely ducks under your hand and continues on.
Bitch.
Tanaki, Bree, Zephahim. I'm sorry.
And,
Tanaki, Bree, Talius.
Later, Tay.
A lot of T names now, guys.
Inda after Talius.
The B names are taken over by the T names.
Oh, boy.
What is it?
Inda after Talius.
Inda after Talius. Okay. Then I still have Turok and Zephahim.
Go after it then.
Okay. And then Zephahim will take out the end. Okay.
Are there any writing on the wall?
As you look around, it seems to be the same rough carved stone as it was. It's almost kind of like popcorn paint, but but stone walls. So whatever cut it seemed to
Very
not
80s.
slice through, but kind of broke it apart. Although it's rather flat then too. But no, the ceilings here are only about 8 feet tall as opposed to the 10 feet in the last thing, but still plenty of room. Only about 5 feet wide, not super wide, so it's kind of single file as you move down. Tanaka, you move down slowly, looking as you go, feeling a bit claustrophobic. It's like you're in a stone box almost. And you get to the end where it goes left and right, and those corridors only go for about 10 feet apiece, and then also end in doors. Similar stone doors.
Wait.
Do you think these ones are locked?
Stop.
Which door are you at?
The left one.
Okay.
I can make this one open too.
Let's back up significantly.
Well,
I don't think you should do this again.
let me see. Let me look at it. Make sure it's not trapped. Maybe or locked.
Oh, you're going left.
What way did we
It's
get off
gonna
the
be
hall?
trapped.
Alright, what are you gonna do?
I want to see if it's trapped.
By doing what?
Investigating it.
You look at this door, kind of look it over, you place your hands on it, and you...
Oh, it's open.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be locked. Yeah,
So is this accurate then? Am I right?
Sure.
Okay.
There is a door over here though, so if we go down it, then that's a hallway. Then you're screwed.
Great.
Always start with the middle.
Well, it's dry erase now.
How dark is it down here? I'm assuming it's pretty.
Pitch black.
I
He has
didn't
he has light
Okay,
cast on
okay.
his knife.
Okay,
That's the
fine.
only way you can
Alright.
see. This door opens
Forgot about
up
that.
into a chamber that's about 20 by 20. There is what appears to be a large stone bed. A flat sheet kind of like raised up on 2 other stone platforms off to the side.
What side?
Towards the left side as you're entering. Yeah, it's like the back left side. But otherwise, as you look around, this room seems otherwise empty. Not too much going on. It has a smell to it, right? Like kind of like a musty, strange, unpleasant odor, which is again strange because there's nothing like what would be musty. It's just stone and dust.
Fungus like? Or doing any
Maybe.
moss growing?
Roll a nature check.
Smells like old sex.
Oh.
You're too young to be talking about
13.
13.
Not mentally.
You smell around. It might be that kind of thing, but you look around and there's no moisture. There's no old sex. There's nothing. Fungus, nothing moss-like that you can find. But it's almost like when the door opened, it like hit you, like a wave that had been held up in this room.
Is there anything? I'm gonna check under the bed.
Sure. Yeah, you kind of go down. You look around.
First thing you do is you always check under the bed. That's where people hide.
Yeah, it seems to be another 10 foot high ceilings, 20 by 20 stone underground box with just kind of this stone slab with the two other slabs it's raised on as, I say bed, if you know, but it's it could be a stage, but it's really hard to tell exactly what it is.
I'm gonna run over to where Tanaki is with the.
You don't know my name. I didn't tell you my name.
No, I know that. I'm just so people know where I'm going. Toward the human with the light dagger, and I take out my paper and I'm gonna start drawing what the place looks like, and then what's in each room, like noting what they do.
I mean, you have a dry erase board right there if you guys wanna.
No,
I think like
yeah.
three people are drawing.
He's doing it, but
Yeah. Okay.
but my character would like to
your character's
know
correct.
what's in here, kind of like
Make a record.
make a record. Yes.
This is kind of cave-like, like a combination between natural caves and what looks like it could have been carved at some point in time.
No, it does not look natural.
Okay.
It is like right angle. Besides for this
It's
like weird like
carved.
popcorn ceiling-y weird thing that's going on, it is obviously carved.
What do you mean by that? Like stucco?
Like stucco kind of. Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
carved down
Turok keeps his
But
eyes
it's
on
stone.
the ceiling, looking for things hanging from bats or.
Yeah, make a perception check.
I want to look on top of the stage thing and see if there's any indication of what.
23.
23.
Here's
You look around. There is really no sign of light. And when I say you're like looking around for anything that could be making that smell, that could have anything to do with any of that, there's nothing like old and decaying and rotten. No, nothing remnant of that might have been organic years and years ago that has just been sitting here. Nothing you can tell. You go up on this platform. It's wood. I mean, covered with a thick layer of dust.
It's wood.
I mean, sorry, stone. It's just it is thick. It would be crazy heavy to move it here. You know what I mean?
There's no other doors in here?
There are not. No.
Alright, next
Just
room.
the door you came
Come on,
from.
everybody.
Are there any
Love
small
exploring.
rocks on the ground?
No.
No.
Why
No.
are we not trying to find
Very
Fadi?
much not.
These
And
rooms
you-
are fascinating.
This is
That was
cool.
my question to everyone earlier on. But
Is there a door in this room?
Who cares what's in these
Or out of
rooms?
this room?
They
No
might
doors?
be in the room.
So let's
I'm
keep
going across
moving.
the hall and seeing if this one's open.
Go across the hall, yeah.
Sure. You go and try to. That one seems locked.
Bree! This one's locked.
Okay, I will try again. Because if at first you don't succeed.
Hope you don't break
Make a lock pick. Check.
Oh, 13.
Oh my word. Oh.
Not good for somebody proficient with this.
Okay, so you stick your lockpick in, and you're kind of doing your thing, and everyone else starts to back up, and she shoots you a glance, so you all kind of back up as you're going. And then, oh, wait, I have it. Shiny, bright light starts shooting out of the light, and you jump back as it's like rainbow colors just scattering at you quickly. It's almost like
Oh,
a
I forgot to check for traps.
It's almost like a
Why?
spark, like what we would think of as like a sparkler or something, was stuck in there. But it, and eventually it peters off.
That's it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Am I
Is
okay?
it open now?
Yeah, you seem to be.
Oh,
Oh,
it was just fake. Let's open the door. I'll step away.
It's still locked.
Oh.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. Yeah, she was unable to unlock it, but that also happened in her attempt
Hang
to
on,
unlock
hang on a
it.
second. I'm going to go to my put my ring, put my copper, my wire ring to my mouth, and I'm just gonna look in the direction of the door. And I just go, Buddy, are you there?
What door?
The door that you're working on.
Okay.
I'm facing the door.
Sure.
Yeah.
There is
120 feet.
no response.
That was interesting light that came out of that lock.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that like that.
Bless
It's,
you.
Thank you.
I can do something like that, and I just like press the digitation with some sparks.
Yeah, pretty close.
See,
That is so cool.
it's harmless.
Chen, if you hold your light over the lock, that would help, maybe.
Okay.
You like little, you
I'll
like
try
little,
it again.
you like tricks, huh?
Roll a lockpick check.
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
9.
Doors.
You can't be better than me at this.
No,
Wait,
but
so I'm gonna run
a
out.
second roll might help.
No sparks.
And I am proficient.
No sparks shoot
I know.
out, but indeed, even between the two of you, the door seems to remain locked.
I'll scream out, wait, I got it. I'm gonna run out the
You're
door
screaming. Okay.
and then go up to the door that.
I
What?
don't know what any of that is. Yeah.
That's how it's set up. Run up to the door we haven't checked, so that would be on the opposite side of the way we came in.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna open the door.
So the first.
He's
room-
going back into the starting
The first
room
Oh.
straight ahead.
and going to the northern
I'm gonna-
door.
You go. So you go to that entrance chamber.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then something hit me like, wait a minute, we didn't check that door. Run out to that door,
Yeah.
really excited, and try and open the door.
It doesn't work. It's locked.
Then which door did Body
And then
go
I'll
in if
walk
they're all
back.
locked?
Yeah.
Then I'm just
They-
gonna walk back and be like, oh, well, yeah, they're all locked.
Wait, if they're all locked, then which one did Body go down?
They must.
Did they lock the door behind them? That's weird.
This is what I said to Dorak.
If
I
there's
hope
a
Buddy's
silver key, there
okay.
must be a silver door.
Bree, really. I'm sure Buddy is fine.
I
You
don't
are
know.
worried about Buddy?
Wait,
Sometimes.
but there's no silver key either.
She just gets so angry.
Maybe if there's a
This
silver
is
door,
true,
there
she
must be a
does
silver
look
key.
very angry.
Her bravery is nothing to argue with, but I wonder if her rash behavior.
Knock
could
on the
be
door
trouble.
again.
Well, I can only do that so many times.
This one. Knock on this one.
That's
The
so
rainbow came out of
dangerous.
this one.
Can we just like?
Don't you guys want to see the interesting things that are in there?
I want to see Bondi so we can leave.
Me too. I'd like my sword back, but wouldn't you also like to see the? There could be stuff.
I mean, I
You
can
say
only
you
do it
could
so many
open-
times.
You say you could open the doors.
Yes, but only so many of them. Like maybe 3 more if I try really hard.
I don't
Matt.
know what they
I
were.
cast
It makes me
thaumaturgy into the
tired.
ground to make the ground tremor a little bit. I think we only have so much time in here. We need to find her and get out.
I saw you do that.
What is? I'm gonna turn.
Somatic.
I'm gonna.
I think it is.
Yeah, it's
Is it?
somatic. Yeah.
I'll turn to Zephine and say, "Does he always
Yeah,
do
it is.
He's not very sneaky."
I don't. Alright.
Well,
All right, group
there
vote.
was the
I
first.
can open
the
this
first
door. The sparks came out.
I don't
No,
like
it's
you
verbal.
trying to open the doors again.
Just verbal.
Or
Last
the
time
one
you did this,
down the
you
hallway.
could
Just
have
verbal.
killed us.
That was a
Just gonna,
mistake. That doesn't happen every time I do it.
Then,
Hopefully,
then what will happen this time?
maybe
We don't
nothing.
know.
Maybe something. Like I've said before, my magic kind of has a mind of its own sometimes.
Just do it.
Well, this one or the one
What can you do?
down the hall?
Oh, I can't pick locks.
What can you do? Is what he said.
I got nothing on.
Can
me.
you just like rip it open? Are you
No,
really strong?
No.
Are you smart?
I think so.
Then figure out a way in there.
Knock on the door and do it again.
I'm gonna. As soon as he goes to knock on the door, I'm gonna move very far away.
I don't know. It's end up being close.
So
to
did
the
you
reason
unlock
we
it?
got in.
No, I just knocked on it.
Oh.
Turok is like in the other room across the hall, peeking around the corner.
Sometimes you do these things where you feel better about something.
So wait, should I open this one or the other room?
Why cannot
straight
you
ahead?
open the door?
Because you
I
tried
can
to.
try.
Body didn't respond to you, so we don't think they went this way. So we should try the other way.
Bree, have you tried?
Well, the doors were locked in the
Have you
first
tried
room,
unlocking
Yes,
this
it's
other
weird.
door? in
so
the
we
first
don't know
room?
where they were.
I have not.
Right, but
Would you like to try that one as well?
What's
Am I allowed to try again?
Well, the one that you haven't tried yet.
No, you have.
The other
you
door.
can't retry a door you already.
Right.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
can I go try?
The
A
other
different
The
door.
entry
Yeah.
chamber door.
Bree, if you don't want this door, Body could die, and it could be your fault because you didn't do it.
Take a point of inspiration.
Yeah.
How inspiring.
Why would he tell her that?
I want to make sure the
better
door's
under
not
pressure.
trapped first.
Okay, so you guys leave this corridor, go back to that main entrance.
The one that was straight ahead from us from where
from
we
when
came
you
in.
entered.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so you
the
go
one.
over there. Roll an investigation check. Wow.
Natural 20.
Okay. What does that come up to?
46.
22.
Yeah. So you look at this, and you're looking, and you even like peep inside to see if there's anything that might look like it's gonna spark inside that keyhole. There is a place to put a key, like a keyhole. However, the lock seems to be different on this door. Rather than just like, a bolt that kind of slides in and out the way a door normally works, there actually seems to be, and you look at it and you see, and you like take out your lock pick and you put it in, kind of like see if you can feel the shape. It actually seems like there's some sort of like a stone disc that has slid out of the wall and in front of the door, making it more secure than like it would be for just a little bolt, right? Like it has like like imagine a wooden plate halfway going there, and you look at it, and you haven't seen something like this. You might be able to try to figure it out. But it doesn't seem to be any other traps. It's just a very complex kind of lock.
You can do it, Bree.
I don't think they would have gone down this one.
I
but
trust
I'll-
you.
But I'll try.
Body will die.
1d8.
I'm gonna be like,
So whatever I roll plus 1d8.
Yes.
Well, that's really good.
You still, I mean, yeah, I think you. Well, you
No,
can-
it's really good that I have this.
That's a 1, right?
another 2.
A 2 plus
An 8.
8.
Holy
I don't even have a room
Wow.
for.
That is
Oh my god.
that is abysmal.
You look and you see,
It's one
and
of
you
those
can
nights.
kind of get, you kind of figure it out, and you can get that plate
That
to
could
kind
have
of
potential plus 16, and we still got a 12.
move just so,
Can
just
somebody
ever
else try?
so slightly, but you're not able to get it.
Can somebody else try on the door?
No.
Knock on the door.
Can somebody else
I
try
mean,
on the door?
Zephyr's a failing too.
Zephyrhim could
Yeah.
also,
Because you haven't tried
also
that
try.
one. All the other doors have been tried.
I can pick the lock.
Pick the lock then.
There were 4 locked doors. This door was open. Did not go here because the room is empty. We need to go through one of the other doors. So Tanaki, why don't you just do it? We will stand back
Well, you
or
should
something.
try this one first.
I'm really sorry I couldn't open that one. The
I could
lock
try
is
it.
weird.
Try it. Let's
Fine.
try and then I'll open
It's
it.
okay.
If it doesn't work.
It's a different kind
I
of
will
lock.
also try.
I hope Body's okay.
Smash open with your hammer.
11.
Yeah. No, this one is weird.
Alright.
And but when you get in there, you
Not
see
open.
what Bree was talking about. You've never seen this, right? Like there's some sort of weird, huge mechanism that kind of moves from the wall into the door.
Does it look almost unhinged like the other door?
No, this door seems to be
I
in
want to
better
try so bad.
repair from what
Okay.
you can see. And I would say that's going off of actually Bree's 20 investigation check of the door.
Oh.
And you're kind of both looking at it together.
This door.
That's locked too.
I know it's locked.
I don't know what this is that you are.
That's the left and
Oh,
the main
The
entrance.
left way from the main
That's the
entrance.
first
The
main
other door we'd be
entrance.
looking at.
That's the main.
locked.
That's the way you entered.
Yeah.
Okay.
We turned right and went to the room with the bed.
Oh, I thought no. You went left.
I'll just tell you, if I see a door,
From what I.
Oh,
Yeah, I
we
thought
said
you guys
right.
went
Okay.
left.
I'll just
Oh,
tell
you
you,
go
if
right.
I see a door
So
that
then wait.
looks like the other one might be slightly
So
unhinged,
we'd actually be down.
I would probably take out my hammer and start swinging it at this point.
Gotcha. Well, this one. So there's this one, and then there's that other door over to the right that you could go check out.
So
if
I
you
would
wanted
inspect
to.
those 2 doors and see if maybe I could knock it off.
Yeah.
of
So
it.
roll an investigation check on that other door.
Open.
That's decent. Nope. 12.
12. Okay, you look at it. Not that you can tell, although the other one it was hard to tell until it opened. I mean, all the doors are pretty old, obviously really old, but they're super solid. But they're also really heavy, right? I mean, you could certainly try.
I knock on.
What's the floor made out of in this room?
Stone.
Everything's still.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of sand from or dirt that is blown in from up in the entryway?
Yeah,
This one?
particularly. So actually, only right around that, you think that rectangle, whatever it is, must have been recently kind of busted in because there's stone where it was. It was probably just stone and then busted in by this orc himself. So this seems to have been
Double
sealed
bingo.
for.
Impossible to search for tracks.
Quite
Like
some
of which
time.
direction the orc and
There's
Bucky might
dust.
have
There is a
gone.
layer of dust that's there. At this point, you guys have walked around in it and checked every door yourselves. Had you done it earlier, it might have been more effective. You can definitely roll. It's going to be a high DC just with the amount of walking that's happened. But you can certainly try if you want to.
for hoof prints, since none of us have hooves.
Yeah, roll a survival check.
Wait. Nah.
I'm good at that. 19.
Okay. So I would say you find them. They also meandered for a bit. Remember, you guys were up there for a bit. They were kind of walking around. They went up to all the doors. They actually spent quite a bit of time, you can tell, towards that supposed mural that's kind of towards it, like whatever is against the wall where you entered. They seem to have been going back and forth across there for quite a while. It's hard to tell where exactly they went. Mostly because maybe they just went wherever you guys go when Mike gets here.
I am going to cast knock on the door that she just failed on with the weird circle.
The weird door. Okay.
Oh. Backing
Again,
up.
and
Backing
again,
up.
as you guys are going and looking, there's this big thing, and as this
We're good this time.
as the magic makes the thing slide back, and I think you yank on it as that happens because you know it'll just fall back into place, and you get it so that when it falls, it hits stone because it's not quite level with the slat it was on, and it is now just barely half an inch pulled out, but seems to be unlocked.
Got it! I need help moving the door the rest of the way.
I'll push
Heavy.
it. I'll also push it.
Or push, pull, whatever way the door goes.
Sure. Yeah, it's pull. So you pull it, and this one, it's hard to get going, but then it like keeps swinging. It's just the inertia of this super heavy thing. But it actually, whereas the other one just opened a little, this one opens entirely.
Alright!
So you have a hole beyond you. As you look, there is a long corridor, 25 feet or so, of just stone. Although here, on the way, the ground seems to be kind of broken in at different places. Whether over time, temperature fluctuations cracked or something. But it is definitely like broken up a lot more on the floor, on the ceiling, all around.
Whoa, something happened here.
I want to look around for cool stuff.
Well, it's just it is a straight corridor,
Are there
just
any
not in
paintings?
as good repair. Little piles of stone on the ground that might have fallen from the ceiling.
No paintings or decorations.
No. Still was probably rather plain.
Doors.
None that you can see, but as you can't really quite see to the end. How far does light cast?
Do I have
20
30 feet? I think.
No, 20-foot radius of
20 foot.
bright
radius,
light,
yeah.
and then 20 feet beyond that is dim light.
Yeah, so it looks like the corridor ends pretty close to the outside of your radius, but it's dim. You can't see too much of what's going on towards that other end.
60 feet of dark?
Can I look for?
The corridor ends and it seems to curve off to the right.
Traps.
Although, as you look, it curves. It's not a sharp angle like all the other angles you've seen. It is a curve.
It was student, you're right.
Any what?
Traps.
Do you want to check for traps?
No.
Okay.
I'll just walk.
You asked. No, I think that's roll an investigation check. T money. T alias.
2.
Okay.
No traps.
Whoa.
You did
2.
not.
Okay, yeah, you
Traps
kind of look
everywhere.
around. You look around. You kind of like
Every
hit the wall a couple times, and more stone kind of crumbles onto the ground. You're like, it's good.
She's gonna get.
It's good.
Alright, I'll just start walking and.
Same marching order.
I'll stay 10 feet behind him.
Okay, so you're gonna let Talius go ahead. Sure.
I'm walking like cautiously, obviously, still because.
You can see, right? Yep.
No,
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I
So
can
you-
see.
I have dark vision.
Yes, you do. You got those magic eyes, man. Magic eyes. I'm watching you. You walk down the hall, kind of stepping over piles of things, going, and as you walk, you kind of like hop over a pile really quick. Your feet hit the ground, and you slide ever so slightly because here, where it's broken in, you kind of go, and then I need a dex save from you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Yes!
Natural 1.
There seems to be a sinkhole or something right underneath, so you
Take the
slide
fucking
down,
papers out
and
now.
then it falls in, and you just kind of lose your footing as you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you kind of fall to the bottom of this what seems to be a naturally formed pit with some sort of sinkhole with just this kind of crushed rocks over it. And because it was a natural 1, you're also going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage for the rocks that fall on you as they crash, hitting you as you're down at the bottom, approximately 10 feet or so
Say
down
thank you, sir. Can I have another?
Are you okay?
this pit. Kind of cramped
I'll take
in
the
there.
rocks off.
Are you alright?
I
How
will
far?
never learn.
Should I throw my rope
How-
down to
how-
him?
Approximately
Your
10
whole
feet down.
rope.
It's rather deep.
Here you go.
Is there anything in there with me, or am I by
Rocks.
myself? Okay.
Yeah. No, it seems to be natural. Like, it just formed over time
Hundreds of
underneath.
scorpions.
And because the stone was all broken, once there was pressure on it, it just fell in.
Can you help me,
No.
please?
No, I'm not
I'll-
saying no as I'm not willing. Like, no physically. I can't pull you out.
So will you
Turok,
just live
will
down
you
there
come
for-
hold my rope?
Yes.
Throw it
So will
down
you
to
just
him?
live down there for
Grab,
hundreds
grab
of
Bree's
years?
rope,
Okay.
throw it down.
Yeah,
I'll
and
pull
easy
myself
enough.
up.
Pull up.
Easy enough. You get back up as you're
Give the rope back to
just
Bree.
full of dust.
Wipe myself
Yeah.
off. Like brush it off. Like
I clean him with press.
Kind of like have to
I can
like
clean you off.
pull out
I love
those
that.
sharp bits of rock out of your palm
All the
as
dirt
you
just goes-
fell onto them.
That's not the first time.
Weren't you the one who said always check for traps?
I did.
Did you fall down?
I didn't see any.
You did
It
not.
looked
You did
clear.
not search well.
Apparently not.
Well, it doesn't really look like a trap. It's just a hole.
Sometimes they're good at hiding them.
This is a normal hole.
I wonder what a special hole looks like.
Well, like one that's covered that you fall through and don't know it's there.
This was a covered hole.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. I didn't. It had the floor was right there.
You like tripped into it. I
I
saw
don't
you.
feel very good about this, Efraim.
I'm gonna say.
It was right behind
I'm
you.
gonna say to Talius, I'm gonna kind of clap him on the back and say, even though you are a fool, Sazish will protect you, and I'll give you 10 points.
Oh,
It doesn't seem likely that this is where Badi and that glasses man went.
What's glasses?
the orc.
Yeah.
She would have fallen through that immediately.
Oh.
Maybe we.
Taylor,
Badi wouldn't be here.
you say you have been down here before,
No, not here.
but places like these.
Correct.
Have there ever been
Is that
doorways
fair?
that you cannot see?
And
There have been doors that you can go through that do not look like doors.
yeah, but that orc's got some pretty good eyes.
So is it possible that
Special
orc and Badi took a
Watching you.
door that is not a door?
Maybe. Is there a door that's not a door?
Who are you talking to?
Where you are in this hallway?
No, I'm just kidding. There could be. It's.
Do you have like a patron god that you talk
Yeah,
to?
you're just a little more than halfway across this hallway before it curves to the right. Right now, so you guys are kind of like in the middle
We
of
could
this
jump.
hallway.
Could we? How far across is the?
You could jump it, yeah. I mean, it's about 5 feet.
We could jump
Easy
it.
enough.
You'll have to toss me.
No.
Just hope the ground
Jumping's
is
easy.
stable enough across the.
I'll toss you. I'll toss Bree across.
Whoa! What?
If you press square, you can run across the wall. So it's,
Only if you're a monk.
yeah, right.
Wah, wah.
So yeah, you just brain just whoa, and you kind of like jump with it,
I want him to
and
fall
you
down
easily
the hole again.
land on your nimble feet
I had to jump
on the
over.
other side of
I'm
this
going
bed.
to turn around and go,
I didn't see it last.
I give you a 10.
Oh, what'd you do?
10 is right there.
he tossed me and I landed.
Oh,
I'll jump through.
Okay, yeah, you all just kind of jump over. Although the order just changed, right? Because now it's Bree.
Well, I'm gonna push her aside and go in front of her.
Okay, so we'll keep it then. That's
I'm
fine.
not sure that I could jump the gap.
Anyone can jump a 5-foot gap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Wait, do we round
far.
it?
Yeah.
In this
Round
game,
the
anyone
That's
can
a
jump a
pretty
5.
long-
Long
jump.
jump is like 3 times your strength if you have running speed, but anyone can jump like
Yeah.
5 feet.
If you're like
But
10
realistically,
feet of
if it's
movement
more than
or
5 feet, I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Yeah.
But for
Yeah.
it's.
I like
It's
it.
just gap jump.
Yeah, 5 feet something.
Have we rounded this
Jump.
corner?
But in armor. I don't know.
Yeah, as you round the corner, you look. It goes for
Yeah, that's right.
approximately another 10 feet, and then seems to open up into a pretty large corridor. As you look, this room looks square. Yeah, I know. Maybe 15 by 15 or so. As you look, all of the stone here kind of looks broken up the way it did back in the corridor. Particularly as you look, the ceiling looks bad as you have the light, as it's like kind of broken in. But it's all kind of messed up.
Does it look like it like caved in a bit?
Make a perception check. As you're looking at the ceiling.
17.
So as you look, it actually there's a bunch of like almost like little pieces, and they must be like just held together perfectly to stay up there like that. Like it's you really don't know how more of them haven't fallen. And certainly like the floor is a bit broken and cracked and messed up too. But really it has like a bunch of like little pieces and stuff that you're like, ugh, just
That looks kind of dangerous. I don't think we should go this way. If that falls,
as you're standing, I assume, on the edge of
Yeah.
the.
like if I try to open a door, the sound could probably just make that all fall.
Try to yell and see if it comes
Are there
down.
any doors in this room?
No, what if Buddy went this way?
And the ceiling's
We don't
about
wanna
25
trap him.
feet tall. It's actually quite a bit higher too.
We should.
Are there any doors? Across the way, there does seem to be a door. A large door. It actually looks like it might have been painted, but so faded over time, it's hard to say. Smooth. Although from this distance, it's hard to say. It's probably stone too. It looks much nicer than what you saw before. It's even a little ornate. Nothing crazy, but almost like there's like a couple of bands, like a couple of rings built into it. It's hard to. Probably it's just decorative, but it's kind of like across the center of a rather fancy-looking door. Not a double door though, single door, just as all the other ones have been.
Okay.
Any smell? Anything like
Nothing
that?
like that other room. No. Just the kind of underground. It's pretty
Old,
dry
musty.
down here. Old, musty, but there's no water seepage. There's nothing like that you've seen or noticed.
We could go back.
Or we could just be very quiet and carefully go across to see if that door's open.
It's a risk.
Or you
Just-
could send one of you who's quiet across to check to see.
Quiet
if
and
the door is
sneaky.
open.
And small.
Look down.
Fine. I guess I can go check.
Be careful, I trust you.
Okay. You're gonna go?
Can I make sure the ground looks like sturdy? Like it doesn't look like there's sinkholes or.
You can, if you want to look to like as you're walking, check the ground to really see if there's. You can roll an investigation because you're kind of right up on it. You're checking what's right in front of your feet. Sure.
19 plus 2. 20.
Okay. Yeah. So you're going and you're really keeping an eye on the floor. So it doesn't look any more broken than what you were walking on, but you also know what happened there.
Right.
So you're walking and you take a few steps. Roll a dex save for me.
Yeah.
Ow.
You got
has
this.
all
You're
our
good at
room.
those.
Okay, it's not terrible.
She has
A dex save?
Yeah.
16.
Okay, so you'll take half damage.
Goody.
As Bree, she's taking it and she's keeping her eye on, and then all of a sudden, you are pulled straight up. As if gravity has been...
You just knocked his glasses off his
I
face.
jumped too much. As if gravity has been reversed. You're, whoa! And you're falling, and you're able to turn yourself so you don't quite fall directly onto your head. As you clunk onto the ceiling. As if that is now the floor for you. You're going to take 6, 7, 8, half to 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As you... you are on the ceiling. As if that is the way gravity... Yeah.
Like not a snare trap or anything. She's reversed gravity and she's standing on the ceiling.
She is on the ground, and as you're looking, for you, everyone else seems to be on the ground.
That was amazing. Did you see that?
I don't know what just happened.
Bree just fell to the ceiling.
Yeah, and now you realize as you're like pushing yourself up, and you can stand up on the ceiling with your feet on the ceiling, facing down. That. It's not that the pieces haven't fallen, all these pieces of stone. They have fallen, they've just fallen up.
So if I put my hand out...
No, because if you put your hand out, it doesn't fall either.
Yeah, you
Well,
don't
no, if I let it
feel
go...
Gravity.
Okay.
You don't feel too much of a change. Doing that.
Just wondering.
Guys.
You are 25 feet up in the air. Upside down.
Can we kind of see where that started, so I can like walk up to the point?
Generally,
but I'll like go up
I mean,
to
it's a few steps into the room.
Are there any pebbles on the ground?
On the ground, no.
No,
they're
they're
all
on the ceiling.
on the ceiling.
No, like where we are.
Yeah, there are some.
So I'll do those kind of kickers right there.
wow, that's amazing.
Guys, I think I fell up.
Do you think it goes all the way down to the hallway? I don't do it because then you'll fall. If it's not, you'll fall down.
Who did
again.
this?
And at this point, let's take a break.
Oh.
We're going to take just a 10-minute break, everybody. We will be back. It is 8:22. We will be back at 8:32 with more Icosacast. We'll figure out how to get the halfling off the ceiling. Or is that the floor now? What are you going to do?
Is it a meta idea?
Stay around.
No,
We'll be back.
Spider idea.
Thank you for watching.
And climb up there and go grab her.
I'm
Because I can walk on walls and ceilings.
trash.
Shut up, Rick.
Welcome back. Oh
Where-
look, it's doing that thing where I see my arm in a couple different spots. I should stand this little. Okay, perfect. Where we left off, pick right back up.
I'm on the ceiling.
Body's dead. You just don't know it yet. Bree is on the ceiling. Everyone else on the floor. They're looking up, not knowing what's happening.
Someone recap. Did someone throw something into this room? And
I take the pebble, so you should be able to see the exact spot where it goes up.
Okay, and it did like it.
It went
after
to the
it hit after it hit the ground.
It was
kind of-
on the ground,
Uh-huh.
and I just kicked it.
Rolled a little, and
Okay.
when it got to a certain point, like it like bounced, looked like it was gonna hit, and then it went
Okay.
straight up.
Let's see. Bree, do not move. I will be up there in just a moment.
Okay.
And I turn into a giant spider
Sure.
and start.
All of a sudden, explain what this looks like, because I don't want to gloss over the transformation. Anamorph me, man.
So, I kind of. It's a fairly quick transformation. It's not something that's like slow and grotesque, like out of Fly, some kind of weird movie. But I just kind of like lean down, put my hands on the ground, and then just like 4 other limbs just kind of sprout out of the sides, and it's kind of almost like robotic transformer kind of thing, where it's just like all of a sudden it's it's orc on 4 legs, and then it's kind of hairy orc, and then like spider, and it just kind of swells up almost fairly within 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
I'm going to immediately scream and run.
Let's hear it.
With a, I don't want to do it for the. It's a really bad idea.
Okay.
I'll have to cut it out. I don't feel like cutting it
I like it.
out.
Okay. All right, you scream and just start run out.
Well, I'm gonna jump like back a few because I'm. Yeah.
And then just kind of start crawling up the wall,
Sure. Yeah, easy enough.
and then get to the ceiling, and crawl over to Bree, and just kind of like point on my back, like.
And honestly,
I'm
giant
on my back.
spiders are really big, right?
Yeah.
They're like
They're
large
large
creature,
creatures.
so it's at least 8 feet.
Oh, you can get us all across.
And kind of
I
with one of my
guess.
legs, and
Oh God. I'm gonna go against everything that I believe in and climb on the giant spider.
So you just
And eat
climb on top of and grab a hold of the hairs, the coarse, thick, dark hairs, popping out of
Stop
the
making it
back
worse.
of this giant, huge spider.
Is he basically tarantula looking, or are we talking like
What kind of spider are you?
talking like Black Widow, or
yeah, like
Oh.
more less
That's
furry
so basic.
tarantula and more like
I could deal with that.
Arachne from Lord of the Rings, kind of
Okay.
shell orb spider, kind of big bulbous abdomen.
No, it's the random gunman here to kill us all.
a wild body appears?
Oh, you know, but we found our deads.
Oh, bodies in the next room.
What's up?
Let's do it really quick. Bree walked in her room. She's now on the ceiling.
It's great. Fine.
And Turok is now a giant spider. You're not with them.
Okay.
They haven't found you yet.
Oh, wow.
We've been looking.
The whole
Who knows
time.
where you went?
We haven't gone through too many
Many low rolls.
Great. I'm in the bathroom.
So if
Where are you going?
I'm quite interested in with the spiders there. I wonder if I can jump in there.
Hello,
Are you talking to
Where are you-
yourself?
Just
What, to us?
Talius. Why did you run away?
did you see that thing?
It's just Turok.
No, that is not him.
That's what he does. He can turn into animals.
We can see you making that face.
I'm just looking up at the spider and I'm
So
like,
you're telling me in the 150 years that you've had in life, you've never seen someone turn into an animal before?
not like that, no.
Outrageous.
Yeah,
But I thought elves do it all the time.
maybe.
Do you not live with other elves?
I just don't like spiders very much.
Oh God, get over it. There's
That was
probably
a poor-
like 50 of them. in
telling
here.
us
You
that
can't
was-
see
What
them.
are you
Crawling
doing now
with-
that Bree is like
Telling us that was a poor
Coming
decision,
back
wasn't it?
down the
Back
wall,
down
coming
to
back
where you
to
were?
everyone.
No, go to the other side. See how far the gravity goes.
Okay, yeah, you come back down the wall again as you have this weird thing where you're like holding on to the spider so that you don't fall off, and then all of a sudden gravity reverses. Oh, okay, this is easier. As you're now back with the rest of your group.
How far does the gravity go? The reverse. Stop when it. Stop at the point where it's
You
normal
saw
again.
him. You saw him do it.
So on the wall.
Yeah.
Well, you could walk on the ground and feel it pulling you up because spiders can walk on the ceiling. So just keep going until you don't feel it pulling you up anymore. So we know how far it goes.
This is very complicated.
If
Sounds
I
very
run, I'm
logical to me.
gonna run
There's
into
little
the
hairs.
area.
If the hairs are like this, gravity's
Into the okay.
But knowing that I'm gonna
Sure.
flip around, I'd like to, flip my head, my body around. Kind of like a half backflip.
So why don't you roll You can roll a dex save at advantage, I guess, because you know it's coming.
I'm super interested.
Oh, wait, where's he going?
What'd you say?
Dex
Acrobatics?
save.
Eh,
Which one?
these are saves.
No, shit. 14.
That's actually good enough, I think. Yeah.
Break his neck.
To
Dead.
take half damage.
Why am I taking damage though?
Because you're falling 25 feet.
Up. But you're still falling.
But it's considered
The
fall
force.
25
jump
feet.
off a
force-
house
the
and
force
know
would
that
still
you're.
hurt.
Wait, but he's a monk.
He's not a monk.
Wait, he's not.
So you're going to take half of 11, so 5 bludgeoning damage. As you go and you land, and it's pretty good, but it's still a shock to
And
your
then I'll
body.
go continue to run
Yeah.
until. And do the same thing.
Okay, so you land, and then you run to the other side of the room and go, and eventually you go to take. I think we have more, though. Don't be worried. You go to take another step, and all of a sudden, you're falling, and you're gonna flip yourself. I'm not gonna give you advantage of this. You didn't know the exact point at which.
What do you mean? He made him go toward it.
No,
Of course I
that
didn't do it.
happen.
We were talking about it. He didn't do it.
Yeah, but roll a dex save.
Oh my goodness.
6.
Not enough.
You're gonna take.
Waste of
Dead.
healing.
Ooh, that was a good time to get good rolls, Massfield. 16 points of bludgeoning damage. As you're going, and you try to turn, but you end up flailing, and boom!
Nice
25 feet from the ceiling.
It was
just
nice to know
plummet and
Talius.
Hit. Oh, go for whatever.
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
So I now understand what Tanaki was trying to say.
So he is on the other side of the room, pretty much against the wall almost, because it's the field seems to take up most of this room.
So I'm gonna walk very slowly
He made
across
it
the
across
floor, and using like the spider web, the spider feet, like notice when I would now be walking on the ceiling, whilst they're walking on the floor, to see if I can bypass the gravity that way. Because I'm walking on the floor, and all of a sudden I would feel the pull.
You
but
do.
I'm still attached to the floor.
You do, and you have to pretty much almost get onto the wall of the other one, just because you're such a large creature to be out of that field.
Okay. So I can kind of feel where this
As
field
you,
is now.
and it's pretty much the perimeter of
The
this
room.
Yeah, it's pretty much the entire room with a couple feet almost on either end.
Okay.
With just these, like kind of the broken stone of the ceiling floor, all around.
Okay. So I would come back to the group and make my little clicky noises with my little feet again, and like
Keep going.
climb on and kind
Me
of
first.
make the same symbol.
Sure. So you're gonna take them one at a time across the room.
Can I take two, like the smaller ones?
Probably.
Me!
There's only really one
You're already on
small.
the- you're already on
Yeah.
the second one.
But
I'm thin.
But
You're not
also,
wrong.
there's not that much room to stand on
For
the
sure.
other side. I mean, they might be able to like stand against the wall and like make sure. There's not really handholds.
Oh, well, so while you're over there, is that door unlocked, Talius?
Tay-Tay?
T.
I'll look.
Yeah,
For a
the
door.
door is set. You can stand in the doorway. It's actually set about a foot back from the room, so there's like a little bit of a threshold there with the door.
Don't
you
die.
Look at this ornate door. It doesn't seem to have handles.
Push.
This door, not doors. It's a single.
Are there any traps or anything
Just take it down.
On the door.
Push.
around the
Door.
in that little inlet area there?
You can roll an investigation check.
Natural one.
Oh.
I'm gonna die again.
Sometimes you roll things, and there's not a huge DC, but
I'm
you
quitting
just...
this game if I die again.
Um,
I'm quitting.
you don't see... You look around, there's this like broken stone everywhere, it's hard to see anything. It's very disorienting.
Push on it.
There's nothing... You push on the door,
Yep.
nothing happens when you push on the door.
And I'll yell to them to let them know nothing happened and there's no lock or.
Get me across so I can open it.
Why don't we have Bree take the rope across and we could try to hold on to the rope?
I'll still float to the ceiling.
As they're doing
And then
all
you
this,
monkey
Go
bar.
on the rock?
Matt, as they're doing all this, I would like to speak into
To
my
take the rope?
call into my ray again in the direction of the door.
Why?
Get a shot?
Buddy, are you
Why
there?
not?
I'll probably
Well, you
not
said
be
ride
in the
Turok.
door. Yeah, you
Almost.
get, well, you get no
cannot
response
do this.
One
anyway.
at a time. He's a large creature. And most definitely good. That's a big spider.
I don't think so.
Well, get me across.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
Take Tanaki.
And then
Come
Bree
back.
kind of just jumps on it.
Get Bree.
Okay.
I think
her.
Bree's having fun with it, so she's kind of like hanging off. Like pulls herself back on.
Ready.
So we have 1, 2, 3 across. You still kind of spider climbing
Mm-hmm.
in the area.
You going back?
I'm gonna go back.
All right. I'm gonna open the door.
Should we just check it
You checked it, right?
I did check it.
for booby traps?
Is there any traps?
No.
That's what I said.
Booty trap.
I cast knock on the door.
No. Let
Again?
me try.
This is my last one.
There's no door handles, no lock, there's nothing.
It still opens the door.
Sure. Okay. Read knock to me again. Can I have the, you have
Open
the
door.
One object is unlocked, unstuck, unbarred. Arcane lock is suppressed for 10 minutes. Audible 300 feet.
Okay, so arcane locks are also
Yes.
okay. The door opens just ever so slightly. Actually, it doesn't even seem to swing. It just like depresses
come
out a
on.
little bit.
And I'm with you.
Oh, you surged again?
Yeah.
Hit the marker.
I'm on the
You
other
already
side of the
searched.
room with you two.
Yep, we are far away.
How old are you now?
68. No, that didn't do
We're at
He
least
did the
300
card
feet
damage
away
almost.
from him right now.
To everyone.
Don't you love
Party.
it?
I didn't
Why
say
don't you just, I
Which-
just take it in.
Which one of you two is closer to me?
It's hard to
Me,
see
I'm right
that
next to
day.
the door.
I am frightened
Nat
of you for the
20
next.
to investigate the door.
Oh,
And
to the
then
end
an
of the
awful
next
roll
turn.
to unlock it.
That's a good
great.
one.
So you gotta
I'm
run
gonna
away
listen
from
to
him.
the first half when I
It's
got
good.
He
it.
can't
I
move,
can't
he
move
can't
towards
move closer to
Okay,
it.
so what happened?
I'm frightened of him from till the end of my next turn.
Okay,
We're not in combat, so 6 seconds.
but you are. Roll. Okay, I'm making you do something. Roll a. I want to say wisdom.
Charisma.
No, isn't
Charisma.
fear usually a wisdom-based thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
wisdom
Roll a
save.
wisdom save.
100%.
He's gonna run right into the gravity and
Right,
smash his
yep.
face off the.
Oh, 10.
You can see.
You jump back and you can roll a dex save.
1.
7.
You take
Make it nice.
17 points of bludgeoning damage as you you fall upwards 25 feet onto your shoulder. That arm, it really feels like it's not going to be working that well right now. You are absolutely you're falling onto like jagged pieces of stone up there on the ceiling.
Shit.
Ow! Oh, God damn. Why'd you scare me?
I'm not feeling
What?
good about this.
I didn't know I was scary.
Fine.
And
Fine.
Bree just watched.
I get on.
You just looked at him. Oh!
Bree, am I scary?
I mean,
I'm very handsome elf, by the way. With some battle scars, but other than that, very handsome.
beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
I'm
Tintin.
very handsome. Okay? I'm a 10
Roll for it.
in elf.
Roll percentile, see how handsome you are.
I'm no balls.
No balls.
Tanaki. I mean, that's me.
That's right. That's
I
right.
hit my head.
Hit your head really hard, did you?
Real hard.
Do it.
Turok,
Do it.
can you help, please? That really hurt.
98.
Don't lie.
So Inda jumped on, so I'll run Inda across.
Okay.
Then crawl back up to the ceiling.
Sure, and you guys are kind of like huddled, the three of you now in the doorway.
Door's open.
Grab Tanaki,
Thank you.
back down, head back over, and look at Zephahim with my 8 eyes again. And be like, kind of take my 2 spider legs and go.
Okay, fine.
Ow.
At this point, it's crowded at that doorway, and the door seems to swing out. It's not open yet. It was kind of. It seems to have gone like like depressed down from wherever it was, and you could pull it open.
So I'll tell everyone to kind of, as they're coming across,
Yeah.
to move outside across the wall.
Yeah, and they're kind of like hugging the
Yeah,
wall. They don't
real
want to be
close.
pulled up by the gravity.
And then I'll pull the
As
door.
Put your hands around and open it up, and one of the guys like, "Hey, I'm outside this door," as it, and you're able to get yourselves back into that room.
It's open.
Great.
But I'm not going to go first, like, into it.
Okay.
I'm going to wait and let Bree go first.
What?
Okay, so right now I have 1, 2.
Great.
I was in the process.
We're
Of
the last.
All
to
right,
come
so you
back
guys
over.
come back over. You're
Yeah.
back down there. So everyone's kind of here, and you're like spilling through this door.
Tanaki, can you put your glowing knife in this room so we can see, please?
It's still going.
Oh, and while we're waiting for them to get across, I'm writing down what I've seen.
Yeah. As
How many times have I read?
Oh.
As you go
Are
into
you
this
gonna
room,
journal the whole time?
it is small.
Maybe not.
I can't open
maybe
any more doors like that.
8 feet,
Hopefully.
an 8-foot
Bryn and I will
square
have to figure out
with
how
a-
to pick the locks.
with about a 10-foot ceiling. In the center, there is some sort of stone altar, or maybe just like kind of like a high-top-ish kind of table, almost like a bar table would be, but just like made of stone, like solid blocked stone. There is what must have been parchment long ago, right? Almost like there was like a big scroll hanging from the wall, but it has since fallen and looks pretty eaten up. Almost like
Down my face.
yeah.
Good one.
Oh, look, moldy
Although you
paper.
can see the chain, angled where like the pole would have held the scroll, but it's now kind of like off angled to its side on the far wall. Other than that, it's the same except for this altar. And on top of that seems to be this strange thing. It's almost looks like two saucers or bowls, metal in shape, kind of, but like face to face like this. Like, I don't know, a giant metal frisbee almost, but not. And each side, so it's kind of like at an angle while it sits there, seems to have what appears to be like a handle or something on it. It might almost be like a really ineffectual shield or like a play shield for a kid or something, except it's two of them and they're like right against each other. So like if you picked it up, it'd be like almost like symbols, but it's just sitting there at an angle that tells you they're kind of stuck that way, right? It's not. Otherwise, the top one would have slid off at the weird angle it's sitting.
Is there anything at all left of the scroll, quote unquote? on the
Make an
wall?
investigation. There might be, depending on your roll.
An 8. Pretty bad.
Not really.
Tanaki,
This is a very strange
Yeah.
place.
is that magic? Is there anything of use in here at all?
Hold on, my head really hurts.
This is a good question,
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, and as you
I can do that.
try to lift your arm up, there's like a shooting pain if you try to move your arm a little higher than that. It's like really not feeling good.
Okay, I shall cast. I'll use my last 2 sorcerer points. No, only I can to cast detect magic. It just makes a first level spell slot with the 2 points.
That whatever it is, the two things that look like they're smushed together with the handles on them are definitely magic. I hate when you do that with the schools, man. And it's not you. It's a thing where I need to put like the schools of magic just so I have like a visual reference on the back of my thing.
That thing is magic.
But I'll look as you guys.
Enchantment
I
is
take-
a good stand. Good stand.
I take.
Do you think that's like what the orc you guys were telling us about? Something?
I don't know. I take a step. I'm going to take a step
Maybe.
forward.
This is like the most difficult roll.
Yeah.
Take a step forward. I'm going to take it out of my pocket and take out the coin that I got from Baron. That's like we don't know where it's from and all that. I'm going to hold it and I'm going to put my hand up to this thing. I'm going to cast Identify.
Okay, you have identify.
Yes.
Identify.
What it is, how it can be used.
Yeah, right.
And if
I'll just touch.
Yes, and if it requires it to.
So you touch it, you die it instantly. No,
Okay.
Like, magic item or some other magic. Okay, so this is what I want to do with identify.
You want to walk in the other room and tell me?
When it's like a named kind of item, I'm not doing. I know there's that spell that kind of gives you the history of the thing, and I'm not going to give you the history of the, whatever, with just identify. But when it has, when it's a named item, right, you just get the name.
Okay.
So if that name gives you kind of a hint, I think part of the magic of identify is you just figuring that out.
So I won't know what it does or anything, just what it is?
You do.
Okay.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's this thing, and this is what it does, but I don't know what it's called. But if it's called the Armor of Battle Axe or whatever, you know what I mean? You know that it's called the Armor of Battle Axe, even if you don't know who the Battle Axes are.
Gotcha.
That kind of thing. And I think that's part of mechanically. I make a card and I put the name of the magic item on the card. And also, it might then lead you to what more
What's it do?
investigations and things in game 2, which might be interesting. So,
I'm not quite 100% sure. I'm going to need to do some testing with it, but I don't recommend doing it down here. I think for now we should focus on finding our friends
Alright.
and leaving.
Any other doors in this room?
Wait, do you have it now? Is it yours?
We can.
I
pick it
have
up.
he
this.
has it.
I'm going to put it in my bag.
Do you mind if I see that for just a minute?
It's,
lied.
I don't think you can put it in. It's big. It is
It's large.
yeah, it's
There's no
round,
measurement or anything on
this
it.
big. It's almost like a small shield, like a buckler.
You know what would be
almost
great?
would be.
We had a bag that could hold things for us.
So I have a
Like a-
backpack that's
Maybe a little small. Yeah.
So if I have a
buckler.
backpack that's backpack size, could I just...
You can put it in, or tie it to. It has looped handle, so it's pretty easy to affix to something. I'm just saying it's not like a thing. It's
I was
it's
thinking that they were
Yeah.
big, which I thought should fit in a bag.
yeah. I mean,
Because I don't
probably.
have much
Right. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So if
for the
it's
time being.
Yeah.
Can I see them?
You can see them when we leave, yes.
you guys okay if you open a window?
Go for
That's
it.
fine.
What?
Great, go for it.
Alright.
I love this. It looks great. Just like sitting
I'm
here.
frozen.
Oh.
Are you
Tara, if you don't mind taking us across again, right? That means yes. Me first.
I'm definitely not jumping again.
No.
As you,
Oh.
who's the first one to walk out of the room?
Shit.
You, right? Because
I've never entered.
Because
I
he's
think
not
I'm
big
too
enough.
big.
Oh, okay.
to
As
enter
you were
the
standing
room,
there,
right?
sure. Why don't you roll an investigation check? I'll give you another chance.
Okay. Investigation is maybe not good.
In
It's
beast shape, you
intelligence.
keep your mind, right?
Oh, I do.
So it's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is your mind.
I would rather it be the spiders. 9.
Okay.
We haven't. We've had 2 rolls.
DC
over.
10, baby. DC 10.
I had 2
A natural
investigation
1 and then
checks
a
after
9.
At advantage because I walked on the ceiling and all over this room.
I like it. I like it.
Progressive story.
You had the second roll, man.
Advantage because I have 8 eyes.
Do you get advantage for
Oh, that's a good question.
something as a spider? Investigation that has to do with
Perception,
sight or
probably
anything like
perception.
that? I don't think
You have
so,
spidey
but you
checks?
might.
Passive perception. Passive perception is 10. But it's not investigation.
I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
Unless you guys
I can web.
As
I
a-
can.
unless you guys want to look, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. You
Is
guys,
the web sticky to everyone but you? Can you just make a web for us to...
you guys can decide to do something
Monkey
else,
bar
but I'm
across.
not
I could make a web for, but
handing out things just because I want you to
it is
figure it out. Okay. So what's the plan?
We're getting taken back across the gravity
Yep.
room.
Who's the last one to go across?
I probably would be.
All right. While you're sitting there meandering about, roll a higher DC investigation.
He's gonna fuck this up. Oh, it's done.
It's a 6.
It's literally like find the smart bottle, but you guys are just missing it. Like I don't know.
That's fine.
Well, you're
That's what
having
it
the
is.
2 stupidest characters make
Sure.
investigation checks.
That's true.
Okay, you guys one by one
We
get
have a
taken
negative
back
2.
across
Yeah, me too.
across the room, and you're back in that
I
hole.
feel like we missed something in that room, but I don't care.
I don't know. None of you guys want to figure out why the gravity's reversed. What's doing that?
I'd
You
love
guys just
to. Yeah,
continue.
sure.
No, it's not. It's
There's gotta be ruin. Wait, I still have detect magic going up. Wouldn't I be able to see if there were?
Tanaki, you're a sweet man. Tanaki.
Going
Yes,
across?
you absolutely would see this. Right. Okay. Nestled kind of over by the door, just on the ground, there is like a rod sticking out. That seems to be an older metal. And you look at it, and you kind of like move some of the rocks away. And it has kind of like a half moon looking thing over the side of it that is flush against the ground. As you're like, what's that? You grab it and it won't move.
This doesn't. What's this? We're back over here. This is, but it's magical because I can. Right?
It is definitely magical. Yeah.
This is magic.
I'm trying to. Can we try to pull it together?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll try to put.
Maybe
this
it's a
here.
switch. Does it look like a lever? Like a switch?
It's really like a rod. Like it has almost like a handle on it that's like a little more, or almost like an argyle kind of pattern, like where you should hold it, and then it's just more or less straight with this like just like a half moon thing onto the ground.
Any switches on the handle? Like looking.
As you do that, I think you just find the switch.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, and you do, and as you're going across.
I was technically the first one he was going to take across.
Oh, okay.
So he wouldn't. He was just in the room.
So you were just in the room, but in that area, because as he switches it, it comes right. All of those broken rocks that were on the ceiling. I need everyone. Probably not everyone, because some of you are in the room. I definitely need Dex save.
Oh, man.
Probably higher DC, just because you're a big creature in kind of the room. Definitely Dex save. And who else was towards the front? Probably. Yeah, you guys would be in the doorway. So you guys are doing Dex saves for like the bouncing rocks as they fall and kind of go all over them.
I can see these, right?
Yeah. You could, if you get an advantage-y thing.
19.
25.
One from
Wow,
Tony, one
okay.
from Tony.
19, 25, 12.
Giant spiders have a really high dex.
Okay. So, Tony, you're going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Are you-
As they
are
just...
Glasses are off.
Are you done?
No, pummeled.
On the face.
Tanaki, you're going to take
Already
8 half to 4. And
What's that again?
you are going to
He's a five.
take...
I know.
Kill him.
8 half to 4. I rolled higher dice for you and just rolled really
We
well.
just fought that boss earlier, though, so that makes sense that he'd be low.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah, we did fight that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dungeon boss.
We did fight. I mean, like all of this, little stones and everything, and you're able to kind of like get up onto the wall, but a bunch of them still like come and pelt you, and it hurt. And those, you guys are kind of back of the way, but they're falling and hitting and crashing into each other. And there is now like, and by the time it settles, it's not like there's mountains of stone, right? You actually notice the ceiling is super messed up. And it probably was like, because the floor wasn't so bad that a bunch of that rock went up, a bunch of what fell was from the ceiling. So whatever was there, it was pretty
Am I
messed
holding
up
this
already.
thing, or did I just hit a switch
No,
on it?
yeah. It was like almost like it was stuck there. Once you hit the switch, it came off.
Oh.
And if you were looking at it, that kind of half moon thing, that's just barely like curved, almost like two horns coming off. That seems to be the radius of what the gravity reversal was, or the start of the circumference.
The gravity reason.
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Good
No.
job.
Can you?
I mean, it's literally a rod on the ground. I'm like, how do you guys not see? It's like this it's sticking up. It's the only thing that's not stone.
Can I what?
But yeah,
you
it's
identify it.
magical,
It's
glowing.
magical.
I can.
I
What is
grab the
Refill the wine.
Oh yes. Oh,
I
yes.
grab the rod and I look at the ceiling that's not looking too bad. I said, maybe in a few minutes. Let's move, and I will identify this.
Oh, okay.
You see the ceiling? This
Are you
is
going to
something
use
gift.
identify on it, or are you gonna?
We're going to move
After we're in the next
when we're
room.
not. The ceiling does not look great here, so
Sure.
right here is probably not the best time to
Yeah.
spend a bunch of time.
Yeah, it's almost like you can see the earth beyond. Like,
Poor Delius, you are a fool. And I'll give you another. This one is a second level cure wound, so 2d8. 9.
Okay. Let's go back to the first room and sit in there for a little while.
So as far as schools, the things you found at first are 2 schools of magic. They are not divination.
Fortune telling.
No, that's fortune telling.
It's okay, he identified it.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I hate.
It's okay if you
I just don't. I'm not really.
I'm going to identify it if we want to out of that.
You're gonna cast or gonna ritual?
Let's You could ritual it, and we could.
We don't have the time for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
We're looking for Badi. We're not here.
Do you go back to the the corridor or back to that
need to
main
sit down.
entry room?
I need to sit down.
If we wait any longer,
I'm
Buddy might be gone.
not waiting.
But I'm saying, where are you just going back into the hallway, or are you going into that main entry room?
Well, yeah, that's.
I'm just
The
following
way
them.
back,
I'm
that's the
following
only
them.
way
So
back.
the direction they're going is the direction I'm going, as I'm just doing the
We're
identify.
going back to the main hall.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Can I have it back though? I found it.
I'm so
In a second.
mad.
I can literally never have these fucking items.
At what point
All you ever do is make a
will I
character
need
that
to
likes
turn it
magic.
back into
Just-
Torag because a giant spider
Take
will
identify.
fit in the corridor?
Probably that long corridor. It's
And
only
that's the
5
long one
feet.
where
Well,
he-
you can
where
you
he
can
fell
fit.
down.
It's kind of you can fit the whole way.
Okay.
It's kind of squeezy, you know, like this way. The height's fine, but it is a bit tight. But you can squeeze behind
Alright.
everyone as you wiggle your way.
Yeah, I'll stay as a spider as long as I can.
As you're back into that main entryway.
I don't fuck, dude. It's all
Okay, and now everyone is hanging out in that the main
The
entryway
same
where
rod
you
of
came.
reverse gravity.
Ooh,
There you are.
thank you. This is
That's
cool.
everything that it does. I wrote it on a nice little piece of paper for you.
Typed it up and everything.
Matt got ink.
I have really good.
Matt got ink. Yes.
Inda
Matt
has
not
really good
ink.
We
penmanship.
need to try to open the doors.
I wrote it in Infernal for you, so nobody else can read it.
Well, there's only one door left.
Well, there's 2.
Just 2.
Is Badi outside?
What do you mean
There's
there?
the one
This-
door in the corridor that you never
This
opened.
this door from the main entrance and this door from the
That's
other
gonna
room
be
that we
happening,
went
Josh.
into.
Badi's gonna be
Opposite the
outside,
bed.
just waiting. Like, just want you to go take a piss or something.
Oh.
We should
As
try
you
to
guys are
open the
sitting
door.
there, looking around and waiting, that third
Wait, the door that sparked, is that what you're talking about?
the one you haven't opened yet, opens up from the inside, and Badi and the orc walk out. With the orc speaking to
Fabulous.
Badi,
Which one?
talking about,
That
you
one.
see. So this whole time, he's been actually just like going over. He took you to like the wall along that was once a mural and trying to figure out what some of this stuff was, but it's too bad. He's been talking this whole time about what he's talking about now as he leaves. What are the 2 names on the thing that I gave you?
Twin mirrors of Shal and Nira.
Shal and Nira. You see. Yeah. It's Shal and Nira. It's on this old scroll that I found. I transcribed it here, but they have something that lets you see from far away. I don't know exactly what it would be, but it's what I'm looking for. It's part of the lore of whatever civilization. You all took a while to get here, didn't you?
Aye, we were looking for you. Why did you lock the door behind you?
I just automatically locks, I think.
We couldn't get in.
So why would you go off into?
We could have left
The
it open
tunnels.
for us.
We were sick of waiting. Your friend here,
It was
she
40
doesn't
minutes.
You
wait
could have left
quite well.
the door open for us.
It was 40 minutes. We
How
were
do
gone
these,
for 40
how do
minutes.
these nasty boys look to me right now?
Some of them look really rough.
Oh, how's he look? He looks all fucked up compared to
I have blood running down my face.
We couldn't get through the door down here. We figured we'd gotten far enough once we hit it that we weren't going to go without you, but
I opened some doors.
Do you have a key to open the doors?
a key? No, I don't have a key.
Then how are you opening these doors?
I have my ways.
Turns out my friend here is quite knowledgeable about these ruins.
Is it
Or
very?
there are doors that we tried to get through and we couldn't.
Does it make a very loud noise when he opens the doors?
Maybe we could find this thing for
Silent as a cat. What?
you. Maybe we could find this thing that you are looking for if you help us go to the other doors.
What the hell have you been doing? That one looks broken. What's over there? I haven't got.
Oh,
Was
That's
this?
Turok.
He kind of walks over. Is that you, ox lover?
Spin a web at him.
Oh.
Alright, come this way. There's
Well,
a
what have
door
you
to
discovered?
Some room where the ceiling fell on top of me.
What was down that way?
Nothing. Some stupid big door.
Roll a deception check.
That is true. It is a stupid big door. Well, actually, yeah. But I'm not that bad at that. But today, yeah.
Today we're all rolling real life shit.
11.
Should we have a look ourselves?
Yeah. Can I sit here and rest? My head hurts.
There is another door we need to get through.
I will rest with you if you would like. Well, down around the corner there. There's something a little more than just the normal doors that I can easily open. I didn't want to do it without the
How
lock.
do you open the doors?
Pulls out lockpicks.
We tried that.
This is what I used to.
Oh, you should be better at them.
You must be good with your fingers.
The way his hands like a rack of bananas, so it's...
He kind of just pulls up and lifts up the glasses and kind of blinks a little bit. He shakes his head. So what have you found? It looks like you've gone through both of these.
We found a bed altar thingy this way. No reference. to that.
Bed altar.
I don't know, just a slab of rock on the ground. And then
These glasses, they help you to unlock the doors.
Oh, they help me to see.
It is tough to see inside without something to see it with.
I am an orc. I can see in the darkness.
I can too, but
He actually would probably have a torch because you don't see in the darkness.
I mean, I have a torch. If I could
Yeah,
say
so
I
if
have a
you
torch,
you
yeah.
might have you might have to go.
let me borrow those.
No.
I will just look and open the door with the glasses.
I don't think. How long's it been?
Not long enough for a short rest.
No, I'm saying, would I know if they were magic glasses?
Oh,
Has it been 10 minutes?
they're definitely magic glasses. Yeah, he also has
So I was gonna say, whether
something
I
by his side that is also magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would I know his name now that we've like spent some time together?
Long dick.
Probably. And I wrote it down.
Oh, I just make it up.
Richard.
No, he has
It
it.
does seem like a
Thickness.
Richard.
Long Richard.
Richard Long.
We're gonna go with Karen.
That's my sister's name.
Karen?
Oh, okay.
Like with
That's
the
a girl's
haircut?
name.
Like with the haircut?
I thought he said Karen,
I thought I said Karen too.
not Karen.
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 His
Karen.
name is Ginormous Richard.
Karen.
That's a girl's
My
name.
cats.
He's an orc. Maybe they.
Don't assume.
Are you assuming his gender?
You trying to get us banned on Twitch?
It's pretty ridiculous.
If you need to rest, rest. And it looks like this one needs to rest.
Give me the glasses, I will open the door.
You just got here. What do you mean rest?
We didn't just get here. We went down this curvy hallway. I was
Don't
about
you
to
see
explain
Mr.
to you.
Don't you see
Interrupted
Mr.
me.
You see Mr. Slave here, doesn't he need to look like he needs to rest?
If you go down, the ceiling's broken. The stuff fell. We went
Buddy,
through.
give this
Opened the big ass door
give
that
this
was
fool
there.
his stuff back.
What did the door look
Oh,
like?
here we go. That's the fun part.
Why?
Oh. The two rings.
Yeah.
Were you able to open it?
Yes.
What was inside?
Nothing.
You already rolled a bad deception. Roll again. I'll let you roll. Try again.
Woohoo! 22.
Nothing inside. That's impossible.
No. There's some
I mean, there's
writing
a
on the
room-
wall
there's a
that's
room
really,
inside.
faded that you can't read, but
He was this way.
he?
Yeah, he was like he just.
Oh.
It was this way.
Yeah. Around the corner.
Who will come with me now?
Nobody, unless you give me the glasses.
I'm not giving you my glasses.
I just need them for a minute.
They're special magic glasses. He probably doesn't want to give them up.
They are magic.
Magic.
So why don't we take them from him?
This whole
Because it's
time.
rude.
It is rude.
Did we not decide you are not brigands?
Right.
Brigands?
We're also honest people.
I cast Healing Word.
Tanaki.
Thank you.
You get no. You get 8.
He runs down the hallway. Just absolutely takes off.
Buddy, give this fool his stuff back.
Oh yes, please.
Why?
Oh
He
boy.
bought himself.
He.
Kind of.
How?
With the money in my pack.
That's not possible. I have your pack.
It is mine. I would appreciate it back, please.
He says he likes to fight. You could fight him for it.
I agree.
I would fight you for it. I'm a little.
I want to see
It's
this.
a very big advantage for you. I'm already quite hurt. But
I'll wait.
I would like my stuff now.
Rest first.
Fine. I'll rest. And we will fight.
I thought you were going to try and be less
Fight the
violent.
I'll turn back into Turak,
Hey Turok, you would
Okay.
be great if you didn't turn back
And-
to get us out of this hole.
and I will say to Buddy, even though he was a slave, his possessions still belong to him. That is the Orc custom, and I severely doubt you would appreciate it if I went around stealing your things. I would appreciate it if you give him back his things. He's going to buy his freedom back. It is the way it should be.
He's going to buy his freedom back with my coin.
He's going to buy his freedom back with his coin. Just because it is not your way does not mean it is not the right way.
I'm trying to climb out of here because I see where this is going. Let's get the fuck out of this hole.
I don't want to leave yet. We need to open that other door.
Oh Jesus.
I'm not leaving until we do.
If you don't understand the possessions are his, I paid for him, so technically they would be mine.
Putting your butt in there.
I will give you his silver, but his sword he must earn.
Ooh.
I respect that decision.
I'll throw Turok his silver. I don't give a shit about that.
And then I'll give it back to you and I'll say good luck.
I'm gonna go back to the. I'm gonna go back to the other door in the other room again.
The one that shot sparks out.
Yes.
Sure.
And try to open it again.
Where's this?
But I will spend some time with it this time.
Okay.
Sit
So
there.
you're over there spending time doing
Yes.
that. Is anyone else anything they want to do specifically?
When they fight him, then inspire both of them again.
It's a while before, maybe halfway through a short rest before the orc comes back. And when he does, he looks like pissed. He's like, "You all made a mess in there. It should have been in there.
What should have been in there?
I don't know what I was looking for. There's nothing in there.
To see.
To see from far away. There's something. I think I have an idea, but unless I can see it with my own eyes, I can't prove anything. This would help me to do that.
They would know it if they found it, Karen.
Is it a giant
Our
stick
deal
that
still
makes you fall to the
stands.
ceiling?
Is it a shield?
Maybe.
He found the giant
Was that beyond the door? Let me see.
No, it was in this room. It's what kept all the rocks on.
Don't let him see
In the-
anything. He won't give me the glasses.
Let me see. I will return it. I am certainly not the brigand.
Inside check.
Sure. Yeah. He certainly seems more angry and like annoyed at your secretiveness, not yours, but like as a party and like not being able to get the thing that he wanted. But he'll take it. I rolled a nat 20, so he could pocket it if he wanted to. He's absolutely not going to. So he's
There's
taking
something
it and
about
looks
this
it
I don't
over.
Trust, so.
What is it?
It's something about I don't trust.
Something
Says
about
from the center of it. So if you turn on, you.
No, not the set. I might have typed that in wrong because that's what the spell does. The rod is different than the reverse gravity spell.
Gotcha.
No, like like the curve of the circle on the end of the rod. That's like the start of the circumference of it.
Oh. Okay.
It's emanating from it
Good.
in that direction, not like directly from the center of it. The way
emanating from. I get it now.
from
Okay.
from it as at the edge, not from the center. He looks at it. He goes, I don't know. This certainly may be useful, but it's not from the same time period. Look at maybe the same time period, but not maybe the same character. Look at the metal here that it's made out of.
I reach in my bag
most
and I
of-
pull out one of them, like a part
get
of
that back
the
before he
twin
does
shield thing.
How
twin
do you
shield.
separate them?
Are they not two pieces?
No, it is
Then I
one until
well-
it's activated.
Then I'll take it out.
Okay, yeah.
Say,
You definitely don't have that much.
this, I found this shield
This much.
in that room. It's a shield.
Ah, yes, that certainly seems like it. Let me. Would you mind if I take a look?
That is fine.
Sure. And he takes it and he looks at it.
No.
No.
He says, I think I can figure this out. I wouldn't want to activate it in here, perhaps outside.
Activate it. What does it do?
I'm not sure, but you see this handle here. Do you see? Look, come closer. And he does, and he says, you see here, if you put your fingers in this way, then it seems that. But how would you separate it? Certainly, and he does. And he's moving his fingers around till he feels comfortable. He says, yes, I'll hold it like that. But what would I? Perhaps I would. Ah, yes. Look at the top. See how there's a bit of a ring here? I don't want to activate it inside. I wouldn't want to disturb it. When we get outside, perhaps.
That sounds good. Let's go outside.
We can, unless you want to look around some more. I think one of your friends is down the hall.
Yeah.
Wonders-
Let's go see that.
Which with the rod?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, certainly. Yes.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna take out the 6 points and give it to. Wait, it was 6.
Yeah,
6 points is
One
a hex.
point.
Alright,
One
yeah,
hex.
so I'll give you the.
He cut it apart and he gave it to you. What a scumbag.
Okay.
Take these 20 nickels, you.
Consider yourself a free elf.
Thank you. I don't know how to pay for myself. One day I'll figure it out.
Quick, enslave every end.
Yeah. So what do you all want to do? I mean, he's with you guys. He's not leaving or anything. He's just kind of holding on to this, almost like it's a football under his arm, like ready. Like,
Well,
I'm gonna try to activate it once we get outside. But if we're hanging out here, we can do
I'm
that.
still working on the door in the other room.
Sure.
You know, we probably.
Yeah, you are, but everyone else.
We
is.
would probably be spending less time down here waiting for them to be done if you just let my friend use your goggles for a moment.
What do you need it for? Do you want me to look at the
He
door?
wants to try. He's extremely headstrong, and I would appreciate it very much. I don't enjoy being down here.
Well,
at
let's
all.
go. I'm not giving him my goggles.
I'm not asking you to
Maybe you
give
can
them
open
to
the
him.
door
Just
for him.
You have to
let him-
attune to them anyway. It takes a long time.
he doesn't know that.
Let's walk. He's
How
down
long
this
have we
way.
been down here?
Maybe
Have I
I
rested
could help
yet?
him and then he
Uh,
could get advantage.
You can continue to rest. You're most of the way towards a short rest.
Alright, I'll continue.
If you guys want to hang out for a few more minutes, you can. Well, yeah, you took a while. We can finish a short rest if you guys wanted to have short rest.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah. Yep. You guys can have short rested. That's fine.
Oh, nice.
So you walk back down the hall, and you're there taking a while, looking at the door, that sort of thing. And he kind of like sees you, but kind of looks the other way and goes, "Ah, the other door is open." And he kind of walks down that way, and he looks around a little bit. He goes, "This room is rather empty, but
It smells,
what's
right?
that? Yeah, what is that?"
We don't know. There's nothing in there that would smell.
Whatever it is not in nature.
He's not. So he's facing away, right?
I also didn't check for magic stuff when we were in there before.
Well,
Matt,
probably
he
would
went-
have
he
faded by
went-
now if you waited for finish.
No, right. I'm saying
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like I didn't check.
He went in there
before.
before me. While he's facing away from me, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on him.
Okay, surface thoughts.
So
Okay.
starts to start. Yep.
Yeah, so as he's in this room and you see him looking all around, trying to see, he is looking for danger. And after talking about that smell, he expects to find it. But he doesn't seem to have found it yet.
I'm going to try to go. I'm going to try to go deeper.
Okay, what is the save?
What is the save? 16.
16.
Well, what's that though? It'll
Wait,
say
I
on
think
the
it's.
spell.
I think it is. It is whiz. 16 wisdom.
17. Nat 17 plus 0.
That's
So, yeah, you're unable to probe deep. You kind of like... Don't see anything around. I imagine that would be... You see a bed or a stage? I always thought that these were beds. I've also seen smaller
armor.
ones. Maybe for children and different things. I think this is where they slept. But there's nothing else here. It's emptied out.
Yeah.
What do you... Roll a dex. or a lock picking check for me.
Can I help him?
Finally, dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
And the door slowly goes in. But if there's nothing here, then, and he turns around and he sees you opening the door. He says, "Don't you open that!" As it swings open. You look around into the room, and it seems just as empty as the other one, except it's a little bit bigger. Because you have dark vision anyway. Sorry, too many papers, guys. You look in, and as opposed to the room behind that's like a 20 by 20 square, this is more like a 20 by 30 kind of rectangle. And instead of one large square bed thing that's there, there's like 5 of them, like 1, 2, 3, 4 along the long wall, and then one also in like the corner to the left. But nothing else, no other furniture, nothing else there. The ceiling's also about 10 feet high, or 15, sorry, in this room, 15 feet high. Right angles, that bumpy, rough wall as you look around. And then you feel cold. Like a chill running through your spine.
All of us are just 10.
Just you, because you're kind of there and you're looking. And then all of a sudden, I need everyone to roll initiative. Yeah, let's map this out really quick, because you are a bit spread out at this
I'm
moment.
assuming the orc is also rolling initiative?
Yes!
Oh.
Yes.
That's a waste of
sorry.
initiative.
20, right?
Oh, yeah, 20. Do you want to raise this?
Yeah, can you erase that, and then I might just grab it to draw quick.
Wow.
Give me a...
God, even my initiative fucking sucks. Sorry. Foul language.
Knocking fucks, man.
Alright, don't you need to fucking ladder it on.
You do what
Sasha.
you gotta do.
Shut up, you just got here, bitch.
I got her an hour ago.
Really.
I might not be first tonight, guys. Which is okay, because I don't know that I'm in a good position to be first.
Still wasn't enough. I had to use more.
Use as much as you think.
That's what she said.
I'm here.
Alright, nice orc
Tease,
buddy. What am I going to
Yeah, but
use
you
for
just drew
him?
house
on
and
that.
miracle most time.
It's fucking, it dries pretty quickly.
I forgot to end so.
I don't have a great...
You mean Ina?
What are we fighting?
You don't know yet.
The
There's a
darkness.
ton on the shelf.
I cast magic missile on the
I'm catching magic missile on the darkness.
Oh, yeah, that drop never stopped being
Before you guys
14
sit, I'm just going to
years.
come to the side. This makes for great TV,
Oh, wait,
guys.
longer.
This is a great time to chat us. You know, anyone watch it, I'm just saying.
Hi
We could
everybody.
respond and
Any of
everything.
you
Character.
little bastards
Love
from
you.
Andover watching, give me a shout out.
Our yet to be official sponsor, Hero Forge.
Really? You don't know?
Don't fucking do it.
Because that other one is...
Although, like, so many of us
Not
have
that
played
great.
minis, they should be our official
Stop
sponsor.
shutting up your ass
We're all
tonight.
playing with their minis.
Wait, why
You
is
hear that?
Somebody
it
out there,
What do you
say
mean?
something.
It just fucking freaked out.
Because you have an iPhone.
Are you looking at the overlay, Mike? Is that
I
what you
am,
did?
and I love it. It's so good.
See
But
Tony's name?
Excuse me?
Your name?
I'm not changing it.
Slurf.
Yes, you are.
Until somebody
the picture,
dies,
The picture, too.
until Mike makes a painting, that's what it's going to be.
Says you're gonna die again.
This is exactly how I
It's
pictured
definitely
it.
Is it?
gonna again.
Wow.
Well,
Well, yeah, part of this is how good are you
He's
at...
rolled like 3 ones
I'm
for
just gonna reset them, it's fine. Don't worry, no problem.
This is my diagram. It's pretty good.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Just gonna straighten Mr. Rossetti him.
I teach geometry.
Okay. And then this is like time to... No one's down here, but you might run that way.
I
So I might as
really
well
didn't
draw
want
a
to be
track.
here, guys.
What is it?
I like this real sucks. Zoinks.
Wow, we took the fucking beat again too.
You took what again?
There's no bait.
It was just-
Ooh, we gotta go open that unopened door.
Fucking Joe.
You could have opened that door a long time ago when you didn't have the
I
guy.
would fucking open the door.
When you had 2 less people with you.
He's a completionist that will have to open every door every time we're somewhere where there's doors. So just
Oh look,
This
if
is
we
kinda
started on the
where-
right hand, like you said, we would have got fucked.
No,
This
the
is kind of
window.
where the
We would've
window is
killed
where you
this guy
enter. There's a
immediately.
door there.
He
there's
was
a
all
door
like-
there, but that's more or less.
We gotta start on the right side, like an idiot.
All right, let's put
Always turn on the
some-
left.
Let's put some minis on that.
Oh, nice map. Let's go. Good.
Mine's right there.
I don't know where I
she
am.
is.
This
Oh,
guy
right
will
there.
be.
We were in the room
So-
where Zeph opened
Yeah,
the door.
Zephahim is right at that door.
So where are we?
Looking in. He was checking out this room and then turned to talk to Zephahim. Were you with him?
I was with him.
Oh, okay.
I was probably in the hallway with Inda or with Badi and Zeph, wherever they were, or with Badi.
I don't know where I was. I'm not sure where I was.
Because we just got.
Yeah, make your best guess of where you think you might.
Where's T's character?
You mean Tate?
Yeah, just call him Tay.
Where's Tay?
Tay-Tay.
I called him Tay Tay.
Yeah,
When I
where's
met him,
Tay-Tay?
I called him T. He was like,
Are you gonna sit?
I will when I figure out what T's character is.
Okay.
You don't have a sword.
We're in this entryway, or like we're in this hallway.
I was just
That's the
sitting
hall.
waiting.
So that big room is the entry room.
Where were they resting though?
So
Who's
if
the
the,
tiny
In that
guy?
entry room, but
So
then I
if the-
think we walked down.
so if
this
the orc
way.
didn't want us to open the door, why didn't he say
Because we were
anything
all
when
going
we
to
were saying
see
to
Zeph
open the
the
door?
What is it?
So the orc didn't want us to open the door. Why didn't he?
Because
say
it happened at the same, like as he was doing, he was like, "No, don't!" And then
Okay.
because they use sex mark.
Alright, I'll be behind.
Because it makes it dramatic.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the reason.
That's what it'd be.
Who's the little tiny guy?
Me, it's Goblin.
So as you're looking, suddenly
That's
out
right, that's
of
right.
one of these beds comes this. First, it looks like a wisp of smoke, but as it rises, you notice that the smoke is actually this spectral hair that falls around this unearthly looking creature.
Oh yeah, I start running.
It
Let's just
is
get out.
absolutely like elongated face.
This is Dark Souls 2.
As it just rears up.
Oh yeah, I'm running.
Put
towards
this
that
on the
bitch.
second
Did you take my
thing
initiative
from
down?
your left.
Yeah,
Yeah, right
anyone's
there.
initiative down here.
No, I have not taken anyone's initiative
This
down
is
yet.
Me, I'm right by
I
the
also
door
have to roll for this
outside.
thing and for the orc.
Wherever that is.
Where's your
okay.
mini?
I forgot at home.
What's all over Badi? Is that all weapons?
Okay,
My
25,
Sweat, semen, that.
25 to 20, my friends.
20 for Turok.
Yeah, she had a lot of kids.
Damn.
Alright.
18.
Good initiatives. At least.
Okay. Turok has 20.
19.
Adios one.
19.
18.
Who's going first, Body or Turok?
Your initiative or
Dex.
Dex is probably higher.
My dex is only 2, plus 2.
Mine's 0.
Okay, got it.
Okay. 20 also Body. 19 for Bree.
19 for
19,
me.
19 for
Wow.
Zephanium as well.
18.
Wow.
I
Who's
didn't
going for what order,
Where the-
guys?
I
I
didn't
only
know.
have
Oh, my dex is +5, so.
Okay, so Bree.
0 plus 1.
Okay.
Wow. With
Bree,
18, I was
and
like,
then
I guess I'm going
Zephaniah.
early.
Zephaniah. And then Talius?
T.
JJ.
Tay Tay.
And then who else is left?
18.
The orc.
Wow.
And
The orc probably got a 22.
Actually got a 17.
Wow, what the hell?
I'm really glad that all the good
Makes
rolls
sense.
happened when it didn't matter.
So 18 is
I'm
is,
feeling
uh,
it might
doesn't
matter.
Yeah.
We just fuck you off.
Not that it doesn't.
17
But-
is. Oh, I said the orc. Oh,
I gotta make sure I get this
Don't worry, it was just.
Ghosts.
I know,
That's scary, right?
That was fun.
It's never going off.
Amazon doesn't sell ghosts.
Oh no! Alexa, stop. As
Oh,
we are
go off
lovely
while we
when you
play
take over the
ever.
world, please like me.
Oh,
Did you hear what she said?
Purchase,
Did you hear what she said? Oh my
Alexa, purchase 500 copies of Eddie Murphy's Haunted
Yeah,
Mansion.
if this wasn't creepy enough, guys, now we've arrived.
We're buying ghosts.
Oh, everyone thinks you're dying again, Tony. I just want to say, everyone on Twitch thinks you're dying. Okay.
500 copies.
Body,
You're almost full.
you
after
go
that.
first, though I don't know you know exactly what's going on, but you definitely go first.
I'm too spooked. I can't do this.
You can move through
I can't look here
friendly people, so yes, definitely.
Oh, I can move for friendly people even in this small space.
Yeah, you can always move through a friendly creature space.
Alright, I'll for the first 20 feet of my movement, I'll just casually walk up on this guy.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And then what do I see when I look in this room?
You see a fucking ghost.
I'll rage. And I'll draw the great axe in one overhead swing. I'll swing at it. Reckless Great Weapon Master.
Get wrecked. Get reckless.
38. 17 hit.
17 will hit.
it can make you age.
Amazon does not sell.
I'll save you. Holy.
Nice.
That's a.
That's a specter, actually. This is a ghost. Different.
No, it's a ghost. It doesn't.
Hold on.
Is it?
I don't know.
You got plus
that
10.
is.
Plus whatever else.
This is a ghost, but I don't know that's a ghost that does it.
It's too low. 7 is because rage damage. It's 26.
No, it's 5 plus 1 for the plus 1 weapon, right? 6. It's 15.
No, I
You tell me the amount
it
of
counts
damage,
plus-
yes.
It counts plus
Oh, it counts.
Yep. So it's 26 damage total.
26 damage. Okay, nice. Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
you go and
I
you
know.
swipe it,
This
and
is automatic.
this creature doesn't even move out of the way. It just as this awful scream as your magically sharpened axe cleaves through it. It's just
And as that first strike hits it, grandfather appears and just
Yeah.
grabs it around the neck.
yeah.
Good! Oh, that's not gonna hit though. That's not gonna hit.
What is it?
That's only an 8.
8 does not hit. It finally it moves past with like inhuman speed over to your side as it is like fighting off with the other spectral figure behind you as it's like trying to slap grandfather's hand
Cool.
away.
I'm good.
Okay, Turok, you're up.
All right. Seeing Badi run past me and scream, not having all the fun, I will also bear roar and rage bonus action.
Perfect.
Run up behind it and attack with primal savagery. So bear claws kind of come
Sure.
out of my
And
hands.
they count as magical
Take
weapons.
some- They do.
Okay.
Well, it's acid damage.
All right. Roll to attack.
So I'll do it recklessly.
Holy.
Well, this is what you get when you get 2 barbarians in the same party.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit. All the 20s will hit.
11, 12, 13. 13 acid damage.
Okay, 13 acid damage. It does not seem to take as much damage as you thought it would, though.
You should have finished and completely filled out your character sheet.
But definitely you swipe towards it, and it just it's weird. You feel it's like ice cold as your hand passes through it, almost like your hand is gonna freeze off. But you're just in this rage, and you're just ready to go.
I nod at Turok with a sign of respect.
Okay.
Respect.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Bree.
Well, can Bree see that this is a ghost?
It seems spectral. Actually, no, you can't see shit where you are.
Well, then I'm gonna move forward the 10. Probably see that it's a ghost. Know that I have literally no magic, and then leave.
What do you know? Bree doesn't know how ghosts work, but you do what you want to do.
Fine, I'll shoot an arrow at it.
Okay. Yeah. Roll to attack.
It's not gonna do shit.
Diddly.
I'll try.
Diddly squat.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay. That hits. Roll for damage.
No, let's try to do it back. I didn't know what the damage would be.
9.
9 points. It does seem to take some damage. Not as much as you think it should,
Okay.
but it does take damage.
Oh, I should have done my cunning fighting bonus action.
Damn it.
Did you add sneak attack?
Do I have sneak attack?
Yeah.
Turning into it.
Oh, I didn't add sneak attack. I have 3 of those now. So 5, 7,
3d6.
13.
That's so much fun.
13.
3d6.
That's fucking dead honest.
13 halved is
6.
6. Yeah.
Teacher.
I don't think.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
Teaches element or
Ah.
early childhood education.
13 halved is not actually 6, guys.
Well,
Right.
for
You also have to
6 and a half.
It's yeah.
You can't have half a point though.
So you truncate.
No,
So you do and its form now seems to be kind of amorphous. Like it is not doing great. Okay.
I
Ben's
feel
your
like
turn.
it's gonna be 1 each bed.
Zephyrine.
Of course it is.
Duh.
Zephyrine, you're up.
it's
We are not scared of you, creature.
I will swing at.
You're flanking. Roll for.
Oh yeah, after he just got mauled by 2 barbarians. It's like,
Yeesh.
That's
my
still
arrow.
it's a
Oh, yeah.
12,
12's enough to hit.
and I will divine smite this time.
Sure.
Damn.
So that's gonna be.
Yeah,
and I'm assuming it's an undead as well.
it's gonna be 15
yeah,
of them
it's
going down.
So
beyond
I'll get a
that.
bonus. I'll get a bonus D8 again.
That's
Being a
fuck you
ghost.
guys, how about that?
So
Sorry, unless it's psychic damage.
okay, the first one's gonna be the
Talius, you're
normal.
on deck.
I mean,
The
it's
first one's gonna be the bludgeoning.
That door's gonna close.
Okay, that's
There.
10 bludgeoning.
Okay.
1, 9, 16. 16 radiant.
Okay. As with your hammer, right?
Yep.
As you run around the side, you curl around body, and with your hammer, this white divine light just as this thing disappears into nothingness. Your hammer just barely feels like it hit something. It actually has a bit of frost on it, as it does, and this thing seems to have dissipated.
Good one.
Okay. That ends your turn.
Yep.
Talius, you're up.
I bet the orc with the sparks on the door is talking in there.
What are you, tiny little goblin man?
Yeah.
Do you want? Okay.
No, that's fitting.
That's the goblin
Oh.
that killed
It's the
Bert.
goblin.
You can take the ghost out.
The unpainted
Oh
goblin.
yeah.
Oh,
This
I'll
is
add
at
owlbear.
my attack.
Okay, so you walk in. What attack are you holding?
The owlbear mini that they make is actually
Ooh,
really
the
nice.
reveal. That's a big spell sheet, dude.
It's not supposed to be that big.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know all the spells.
I'm better than a wizard.
I'll hold
Some sort of
a
magical
melee
knight.
attack.
With your fists.
Yeah.
Ready to punch. He's ready to punch. Okay, good.
T is
Inda.
holding punch.
I'll look to the orc and I'll say, so what's happening now?
Alright, that's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. He kind of half pushes you out of the way as he runs slightly forward into the room. And says, "The other ones, watch out for them!" As he he's gonna pull a wand from his belt. That's the other magical item that you saw, and he's gonna hold an attack. Tanaki.
I didn't get a fucking wand when I was a wizard.
You never found one.
I know, you gotta find it.
I have my staff.
I'm just gonna get behind him and just be like, "What's going on? Why is everyone yelling? There's nothing in here."
Okay.
That's my turn.
It is now the ghost's turn. So there's a ghost in all of the beds.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, guys. Come on
So
now.
we
That
just
would
mansion,
be
dude.
4 more then?
So one, yeah, you need 3 more because you're using that one. Right? I'm gonna give you orcs just so that they, they're
That
all
baby ghost,
green.
though.
Yeah, they don't look like children. They are like elongated, weird, distorted figures. So one of them is behind
I was really hoping that was one of them talking when
Zeph.
he did that.
Turok and is going to attempt to possess you. Can you roll a DC?
What?
I will
Can you
climb out
roll
of
a
this hole.
save, a charisma save, my friend?
Oh, this will be fantastic.
Ooh.
6.
You are possessed.
All right.
Please take the ghost off of the board. You have no control over your facilities
Oh, me
at
and baby boy, it's
all.
gonna happen.
Faculties?
We're gonna kill everyone.
Facilities.
I believe it's faculties.
Yeah.
It's not facilities.
Facilities like peeing all over the place.
I might pee everywhere. I might.
If I see them going out, I'm climbing out of this hole. It's like, fuck this.
Let's see. There's one behind
Take me over.
Zephahim.
Oh,
Zephahim.
no,
A charisma save.
no, he has a charisma play 6.
He'll be fine. He's a paladin.
No.
Oh no. To see that.
What'd you get?
10.
Nice. You are possessed. Please take that off.
Alright.
This one over here in this corner is going to fly at the next closest one, who's going to be Badi. Can you roll a charisma
If all 3
save?
of them, we lose.
Wow, you
14.
made it.
You are not possessed.
Good thing
So this is not how ghosts work, but I am going to rule for this game. If you pass that charisma save, you are immune for 24 hours to the possession. It's not in the book, but come on. Right? Yeah.
This party might get
So you
smaller.
are immune to possession.
I love grandfather. Let's go.
It's time. It's time.
This other one is going to fly at the orc, who, because he was holding an action, turns and is going to blast him
Expelliarmus.
with his wand. You can also punch at him if you would like to.
Punch the ghost.
T.
T.
You're holding your action.
You can,
Punch
yeah,
the ghost.
you can roll a melee attack to punch a ghost. The ghost
one.
actually needs to make a
I don't know what it might am. Just this.
Where's my wand?
It's your strength.
You're
modifier.
proficient with your fists.
Yeah.
6 for fisting.
16.
16?
16.
16 will hit. So it's 1 damage plus your strength mod.
4 damage.
4 damage halved to 2.
That would be full damage.
Did you just punch a ghost?
I think I did.
And your
Seven,
hand is
I still got
freezing. You don't even know if you
minus
could like open up your fingers after this
charisma
punch.
saves.
You know damage, but you know. Yeah.
I get +8.
He
Oh,
makes
fucking
his
great.
save.
Let's go.
Man,
Fast.
On my easiest save.
Dude, I did not think I was gonna make that.
I thought this was about to be
One.
terrible.
So he's gonna.
tanks.
So the ghost is gonna take half
That's what I'm doing.
damage.
I have been hoping to get in the sun.
Oh, that's not bad though. 23 halved is 12. 12. I'll go with it. I believe you.
No, it's 11.
It's 11 and a half.
11.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Check out this guy.
So
cheating.
as you punch it, and this thing, you hear like all the air is sucked out of the room, and it just blasts into the ghost who keeps coming and is going to attempt to possess our man. He's going to roll a natural 17. Yeah, he is not possessed and is immune to possession.
That's great.
So that means there's 2 ghosts on the field, right?
Oh yeah, you better
Yeah.
bring him back.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let's use the real ghost for one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
I only have one ghosty thing.
He's a
painted,
good
so-
ghost though.
Thank you. I tried to, it's a little weird, but you know, it's cool. Okay.
I feel like a tiefling.
You are
paladin
raging,
should not
right?
be able to
Yes.
So you are immune to fear? Is that correct?
I believe it's only for berserker.
Then I need you to make a charisma save.
Is possession? It's not a disease, right?
No.
I thought Bonnie already did this.
It's on 11.
An 11. You are frightened.
Of what?
The ghost.
Which one?
The one that was
Yes.
going after you. The one that's closest to.
Okay.
So the way it is I'm kind of half treating this like a swarm, because there's like 6 ghosts, and anyone within 60 feet of them needs to make this save. So I think if you fail it, you're just afraid of the ghosts, particularly that one.
But am I afraid of the people who are possessed by the ghosts?
No,
Isn't
no, because the ghost is not there.
I will take
Only
it.
berserker.
Right? Yeah.
And I'll run with that.
Anyone in the hallway also needs to make a.
Would that be me too?
You're in the room.
Yeah.
And only it's
Charisma?
6th level.
25.
Oh.
And charm
Not bad. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, is charming?
No. Never mind. That's an action they have to take.
Oh.
It's not.
Oh.
It's not just an effect. It's an action.
Charm
They did not
and
take
fear.
it. They all tried to
And
possess.
frightened is different.
So don't worry about
I mean,
it.
not even me?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Correct.
All right.
Frightened
I'm
and
so,
fear.
you know how sometimes things just have
It's
things that
listed
happen,
in
but
the
nope.
stat
This
block,
is
yeah.
under actions.
It's not an aura, it's an action.
Correct. Yep. So never mind. Sorry about
No,
that.
that's fine.
Oh.
I'm gonna take it anyway.
That is the turn of the ghosts. Back to the top.
Wait, so do we not all have to save against being possessed?
No. They would need to take an
This is
action.
gonna
They
be
might,
an interesting turn.
do that. But right now it's
Crap, my
Body's
roll was
turn.
good, though.
Back to the top of the
I got
round.
25.
I'm 18.
You guys rolled great. The ghost got an 8 for
That's
initiative. Yeah.
Now, do the ghosts go on their initiative when they're possessing somebody, or they go on the individuals?
No, they're gonna go on the individuals because you guys are gonna control
Did
yourselves. You're just
I-
gonna want to kill all your friends.
Did I see the ghost jump into Zavahu?
Yeah.
I attacked Zavahu. Oh no.
only a 15 to hit.
Nah, that ain't hit.
Okay. Goes right off his armor as his face just turns to
Thank you for
look at you.
Thank you for not
This
doing
wild
You guys
look
are
in
gonna
his
have a tough
eyes.
time.
Thank you for not doing
Boy.
reckless.
And what? I did do reckless.
You did reckless in this room full of.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm doing it again. You're up next. Oh, that's gonna hit. Yeah, that's a 24 hit.
Hi.
Wow,
Yeah.
24 will hit. Sure.
Okay, and that's 4, 11, 21 damage.
So, how do
Don't
you
I
stop
missed.
them from being ghosts again?
You don't.
You just gotta kill you?
That's it.
Will the ghost die before you though?
No, you know what? Bonus action. What can I do with bonus action?
What's that? Flip him off.
Bonus action, I will.
Kiss him.
Fuck.
Power
Okay.
love.
Give him a.
Kiss one lips.
Turok, you're on deck.
I'll
so-
turn and I'll shove T in my horns. By range.
Even though he.
He's not possessed
He's
enough.
possessed.
Okay, now he's behind me.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Shove him.
Natural 20. 20,
Roll 20.
27.
You can roll an athletics check and try to beat a 27.
Why are you trying to kill T?
Everyone's possessed.
That's new damage, right?
No, we didn't do
Just
damage.
push
Just-
it.
yeah, you get pushed away 5 feet.
I already did it.
All right.
You can't be someone else's space.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what I can.
Just because your character is a little goblin.
I'm a little goblin.
As you get just shoved away in her rage as she pushes you with her horns. Okay. Turok, you're up. Breeze on deck.
So, would you like to control my actions, or am I controlling my actions?
No, you're controlling your actions. You know what you have. I don't think you have abilities to go into your magical abilities or wild shape or anything you wouldn't.
Just like basic.
Can't druid cantrips or just basic attacks?
I think just basic attacks.
Okay.
I also think your rage probably ends.
Well, he didn't rage.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You did?
I mean,
Yeah.
if it's going, how do you make it
Because
stop?
the
But I
rage
made
is-
an attack.
Because he's not the ghost.
But the rage, I
Raging.
think, comes from you,
Okay.
and you're not you any.
No, like,
The ghost
Oh,
isn't
that's-
raging.
that makes
Okay.
sense.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, you have 2 weapons, and you're ready to use them.
So just basic attacks.
Yep. Against someone who's not a ghost.
Right.
And,
So just a regular attack.
But you get advantage.
I do. That's unfortunate. 23.
To
Well,
who?
that will hit.
Okay. To Badi,
Oh, Badi.
because he's the only person that can hit.
in range, yeah.
Buddy.
12 points.
Of what?
Bludgeoning.
Oh,
Half to 6.
Okay.
Second attack.
Oops. Jesus.
23.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
So 8 points, half to 4.
all right.
You're lucky it's not my primal savagery, which is 2d10 acid.
I'll take it again.
Yeah. So Turok is just
With a maul.
Oh,
It's just
yeah, just wailing on you now.
But I know he's possessed, right?
Yeah.
you
Like,
saw.
I don't think it's really terrible.
No,
Right.
no, you saw. You saw what
Yeah,
happened. Definitely. Bree, you're up. Zeph's on deck.
Can I see the ghost, the ghostly ghost?
Not from where you are. No. It's on this side of the door.
Okay, so first as a bonus action, I'm going to use eye for detail to determine,
I don't think so.
like,
Not
you know,
in-
because
not in
I
his
feel
game.
like I have to do something to figure out that
Who
they're
knows how it
possessed.
ends.
I wouldn't have seen that happen.
You did.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you were
did.
standing right there. You saw a ghost fly into your friends,
You
and
saw
then
him
them
fly
start
into the
attacking their other friends. I think
how
you
did
were
get
staring
that?
right at it.
Okay, so who am I in range of then, I guess?
I'm
Where
gonna do
I
the
am.
battle cam, which is not the updated prettiness, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Just
It's
as
a
a
clusterfuck.
clusterfuck. It is a little bit.
Why'd
but-
you get rid of Inda?
Who am I in
Inda is
range
that
of?
guy.
Are you kidding?
I'm
That's
directly
you?
in front of
I
you
forgot
with
my
2
name.
allies
What do
in
you want from
front.
Okay.
And I think everyone else is around a corner.
You scared
Yeah.
Fine, I'll use Gadget.
I guess I'll shoot an arrow at Turok.
Sure. If that's what you want to do.
I
I
don't.
love saying stuff like that.
Just to double check, no saves at the end of my turn against possession.
No,
Okay.
no.
Just to double check.
No, you are just possessed.
Yeah, just get wrecked.
Ready to wreck yourself before you wreck somebody else.
14.
Isn't it sneak
That'll
attack?
hit.
It hits.
It will.
Oh.
You can use sneak
Mike
attack.
is right there.
Yeah.
That's 5. He's 5
Me?
feet.
And it's
I'm not using
it's
sneak
sneak
attack.
attack.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
She doesn't
we need
have to,
kill
but
him.
she
Have
can.
to.
Come on, we need to kill
He's
him.
not flanked.
Alright, that's fine.
No, but he has bodies in melee.
But there, you have an ally within melee.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
T. Shut up.
I had to balance out me saying do it and not do it. So that was
11.
right
Kill
in the
T's
middle.
character.
11 points of.
He's
11 point, and rage did drop.
Yeah.
I just want, but like I'm not trying to kill him.
It'll
I'm
be like
trying
Kenny
to
from South Park. T's character.
incapacitate him. Is
You
what-
can do sneak attack. You can do full damage and say you want to do non-lethal damage.
Even with ranged,
That'd be hilarious.
or does it have to be melee because you like pull your swing?
That's true.
The
Yeah.
entire campaign.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Matt just making your character die every week.
I'm
Just that would be hilarious. Shoot on his character.
all
He
I
might
do
have
is put some
possessed.
ghosts in a room, guys.
He's possessed.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Maybe
Okay,
if I
so that's it.
die,
Bree
I
Zephahim
might
is
actually
up.
There you go.
T is on deck.
I,
If you roll
being
2 natural
smacked
20s in a
pretty
row.
hard by Body,
Fuck,
I would
go
attack
for
for
it.
it, of course.
drop to 0.
Get it.
advance
Oh, yeah,
is
of
the
course
way
I-
back up.
Of course, I roll well against you. 16
That'll hit.
plus 6 will hit, so that's 22. That's a 5 for the first hit plus 3, so 8.
Bludgeoning.
Yep, 8 bludgeoning, and then my second attack.
You guys didn't do this when you had the magic ring that made the opening. That's to get you messed up.
My second attack is
Never
a
had reason to
21,
attack.
and that's max plus 3.
Oh, fucking god.
11 has so down to 5. Yeah, so.
Okay. T. Inta's on deck.
I'm going to stand there, look at my sword that's on Body that she has, and then I'm going to stand there for a second, and all of a sudden, boom, a second one appears in my hand. This one, though, is, although it looks the same, the hilt is black instead of
The trigger.
and then I'm going to run up to Turok and use Boom Blade on him.
Boom blade.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I gotta attack first. But
What the float?
It's gonna give
Against
you a
her.
colonoscopy.
whatever it would be. 11.
Does not hit.
Alright, I'll use my second attack on him then. Too.
Wait, if you use boom, that's an action. That's your entire action. You don't get a second attack.
No, you have to attack after
That's your
using
whole action.
But that's your spell.
Cantrips are whole actions.
it. Okay, I understand that. I'll read it. That's fine. I'll read it, but I'm done then.
You can make regular melee attacks too, or you can cast one spell.
That's fine, I'm done.
Um,
Can you attack and then cantrip
No.
as your second?
Unless it's a bonus. If it's a bonus action,
Okay.
you could.
Okay.
I know what Tootie's OP shit is.
As part of the action to cast the spell, you must make a melee.
Yep.
yeah, that's what it
Cantrip
was.
is
So that was the
action.
attack roll. That was the attack roll.
The attack
you
roll
made.
missed.
Yeah.
You use your entire action to cast Booming Blade.
Yeah.
You're not attacking. You're casting the spell.
So it's extra.
You don't
It's
get the
kind
two
of like a
attacks.
divine smite where it would do extra damage on a hit, kind of deal.
How does that make sense if... Whatever. I don't agree, but that's fine.
But like, so what does it say for Booming Blade? T, on your spell sheet. Look in your spell sheet. What does it
I
say?
just
for
read it off
for
my-
your spell sheet. What does it look say for Booming Blade?
It's not on there. It's
So
not
the spell
on
used is not in your spell sheet.
there. Yes, because it wasn't
Okay,
on
so Booming Blade is one action.
So as part of an action you use to
I
cast
get,
a
alright,
spell,
we can argue
I know,
about
I'm
it
just-
later.
I'm
I
just
It's
don't
not an
agree.
argument. It's literally that's what it costs is one action.
You
That's
must make
fine,
a
I don't
melee
agree with you.
You can't attack, cast.
All right, guys.
What's your wisdom?
That's not how it works.
You must make a melee attack with a weapon against one creature with the spell's range, otherwise the spell fails. On a hit, the creature suffers the attack's normal effects.
It's a part of the
So
spell.
So the attack's normal effects,
The attack is
and it
part of the
becomes
spell.
sheathed. Right, but you rolled an attack, right? You only roll one
They're
attack.
arguing that I don't get a second attack.
You don't.
Okay.
That
You don't.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you don't get the second attack.
That's fine. I don't agree.
Okay.
You get one action per turn.
I get 2.
No.
You get 2.
I have 2 attacks per turn.
Multi-attack.
So
is
one
one
if you-
action.
Yeah, you can. If you take the action multi-attack, you take 2 attacks, or you can take the action boom blade, where you roll 2 attacks
See,
and then.
so like if you look,
Yeah.
see if
This
like
class is fucking horrible.
That's
if
right.
you
That's
look at
fine.
if you look
Alright,
at mine,
alright.
Alright,
We're
I
gonna
cast
waste more
figure.
time.
I cast
Like,
figure of death on you.
it's
Inda.
two attacks
I
per
got it. I
action.
got you.
Inda is up.
I get it.
Can I
don't
see
agree.
past
That's
the
fine.
orc?
Easy, girl.
Oh,
Can I see
Yeah,
past the orc
exactly.
and see Turok?
I get that. I just don't.
Um,
I don't.
Yeah.
Straight ahead.
I think that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast whole person on Turok.
Okay.
So
What's the save?
wisdom save 16.
18.
James wisdom so good.
As a bonus,
Although would that be the ghost's wisdom?
I would assume so.
I don't know.
It depends on the mental stats.
It doesn't say. Oh, wait a minute. Retains its alignment, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. Yeah. So
he makes it.
and wait a minute. And immunity. Oh no, just
And
those.
immunities.
No, not all
It
immunities.
retains
just
the,
a
it
couple.
just says it retains the mental stats.
Yeah. That's a natural 18 though, so it's gonna make it.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to yell out to Badi, "It's a ghost fight!
All right, Carl.
It's a ghost fight! Have your ghosts beat up these ghosts!"
Are you
Inspired.
inspiring? Are you inspiring me?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a dice.
Anything else you want to do?
Give me
That's it. I did an action and I did a bonus action.
Okay. He is going to.
I'm staying behind this orc.
Karen's gonna bonus action disengage.
So weird to
And
me.
I know, sorry. He's gonna put his back against the wall there, and he's gonna expend the other 2 charges on his wand. So the ghost needs to make another save, and he's definitely gonna make it. So we'll take half damage again. 17 is gonna be halved to 8. As again, this just force energy shoots out of the wand and smacks into the ghost. What did I say? 7? Okay. That's bonus action movement. Tanaki is next.
I kind of peek in the room right here and see this ghost. Then,
Yeah.
oh shit! And cast magic missile at it.
Sure.
Oh, Jesus, here
Yeah,
we go.
roll for damage.
If you make a fireball
That's
here in the
surge.
middle of this room, everyone dies.
Well, not for magic.
Level 1 spell more.
Oh, okay.
Level 1 spell.
Sorcerers, man. Nothing like it.
Is there anything in that table that says cast haste on Buddy?
Oh, I have some healing things that would be nice and things like that. That's 5.
Cast haste on
Yes,
4 is 9. 4 more is 13. 13 damage.
13 total damage. Nice.
It's almost half as much as body
and
does
you
on a
surge.
regular hit.
No, I do not search.
Okay, cool. Alright,
First time
that ends
trying to
Tanaki's
do
turn.
No, I have one other time I do. Do I have a bonus action? Those are bonus actions, so yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna step back. 1.
Sure. Okay. Not far enough because you hit that ghost. He saw you. You backed up slowly, and he is going to attempt to. Actually, no, he's not. He is because there's a good amount of possession already happening, and that technique didn't work. So this ghost kind of goes just forward into the doorway, so he's melee with him again, and kind of looks around and just. This awful blood-curdling scream. At this point, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Including
Except those that are
possessed?
possessed.
That's anyone that's not possessed.
Wisdom?
Wisdom save.
5.
8.
Fail.
14.
Orc failed.
14.
Pass. Failed. So anyone that failed is frightened of the ghost.
That ghost specifically, or both ghosts?
Any ghost.
Okay, so both ghosts.
Any
but not
ghost
both
that
possessed.
looks like a ghost.
Gotcha.
If they look like a possessed guy, I think
Okay.
they're not as.
So
scary.
correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but I can't move towards them, correct?
Correct.
Really?
Yeah, so I can
Attack
go
at
over frightened.
disadvantage and can't move towards them.
Oh, I can't get out then.
Creatures have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight.
Okay.
And you can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Okay.
So that he's feeling pretty good about that. He just floats off into the air just a little bit, not just to be creepy. That's about it.
Just for effect.
Just for effects, literally. The ghost knows it. You all know it. It's effective to quite a bit of you. Badi, back to the top of the round.
I look over and I see the ghost behind me, and it's a moment of hesitation.
Yeah,
And I look in front of me, it's a pain.
sure.
And I look at grandfather, and I attack him again.
Okay.
Let's go.
Disadvantage.
No, he's not a ghost. He's possessed.
Doesn't matter. Within line of sight.
But I'm not looking at a ghost.
within line, meaning that if you have line of sight on the source of your fear, that you have disadvantage.
But
What if he's not looking at the ghost? And he doesn't have fear of the ghost.
what?
Line of sight.
I mean, there's another ghost right next to. If you're looking at, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're looking at Zephahim, there's another ghost right next to Zephahim.
Like,
Who didn't take an action? That's okay.
You can do it. Do it.
All right, he's gonna do Withering Touch against you.
Do it.
Natural 1.
No.
Do you want to take an attack of opportunity?
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't.
At disadvantage, but you can take it.
Okay.
We'll call this your reaction from last.
It's only gonna be a 17.
Hits. 17.
He
Holy.
has 12 and 6.
Oh, this is true.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I hit with a 12.
You sure did.
12 damage. Magical.
Okay.
Every time.
That's enough to kill it.
Great.
That one?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that one hadn't been attacked yet. Sorry. The other one only has 12 hits left, in case you're wondering.
I got this one.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah, okay, takes 12 damage. Okay, cool. Now it's your turn, so you can
So I can attack.
Cast Earthquake tonight.
you can attack Zephahim, but I think it's at
No, I
disadvantage.
mean with the...
Because you can see a ghost and you're afraid of it.
Can
Okay.
I think it's okay.
Fine. Reckless to give myself a straight roll on.
Sure.
No, it does not hit.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah, same thing, Zephahim. And now
Let me see.
it's just pissing you off because Zephahim has this huge grin on his face as you're just hitting it, your blows glancing off of his armor. Okay.
Second attack.
Okay.
Because the first one was an attack of opportunity on the ghost.
Right.
I'm going to turn and
Freaking one.
no, I don't know. I don't know what I do. Yeah, I'm gonna try and attack the ghost behind me. This guy. I'll reckless to make a straight roll.
Sure.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. He's gonna take the attack and just tries to reach out at you. That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
$13 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
As it hits you, it just that icy feeling just pulls through you, makes your muscles tighten up for a second, sends a shiver down your spine. I rolled really bad.
Okay.
So that was Buddy's turn. Turok is next.
Alright, so Buddy hasn't attacked. Tony did, so it's gonna be towards Tony.
Mm-hmm.
But not an advantage. First attack was a natural 20.
So reversed. It's just so reversed.
This is rough.
Probably
An
double
8.
save.
Any time?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's doing it because he's my opponent.
13 doubled is 26 points.
Yeah.
Of
No,
bludgeoning
no.
damage.
Oh, wow.
How much?
26.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, plus 3. 26, 27, 29.
You're not raging.
I know. That's my natural bonus.
Oh, yeah.
I just doubled the dice. It's
He
29.
crit you.
29 points.
Because I also get an extra die when I crit.
Oh, because of half orc, yeah. Yep. That shit sucks, man.
Second
Okay.
attack.
When the two tanks
16?
get possessed, though.
I'll use shield on myself.
Okay.
Yeah, after that first one, you and this magical shield makes your blow just bounce right off.
Good job, Tony. Sorry. Good play.
That's it.
All right. That is Turok's turn. Bree, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the ghostly one that I can now see.
So that last
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely see it now. Go for it.
Oh wait, but I'm gonna use my bonus action first
Okay.
to use insightful fighting
Of course.
to make an insight check against their deception check.
Oh my god.
Or are they? They're not in melee with anybody, are
Well,
they?
the orc.
With the orc.
Oh, so
Yeah,
I didn't
right.
need to do
No,
that
you
to
don't
get
need to do
sneak.
No.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it specifically like moved towards the orc.
So 8 plus 8 is 16?
16 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
You're shooting it with an arrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
10,
You're telling me like I don't know what to make
16,
next.
20.
20.
Yeah.
Half 10. Alright, so as you do,
I'm not a fucking bonus.
Oh, I didn't have my bonus.
I told all of you.
25.
Nobody
Half
you
is
need to do
12.
2 more damage, so that worked out really well.
I was like, I know
Yeah.
you need to do 12. I know you need to do 12.
So it actually like looms over the orc who like has expended his wand and just stuffs it back and is reaching through that bag in his side for something else, and all of a sudden the arrow shoots through and part of its incorporeal form gets pulled through with the arrow and
Why did he move? Why did the ghost move?
disappears into nothing.
Yeah, so
Yeah, because it's gone.
Oh,
You've
right.
killed 2 of the ghosts.
instead.
On 5.
2 are possessed.
2 are possessed. 1 is still just a ghost. Anything else you want to do, Bree?
No.
Zephahim, you are up.
I
To
would
not
continue-
Talius is
I
on
would
deck.
continue attacking Badi.
You get advantage.
That's an 18 hit.
Did you use that inspiration yet?
What?
That's a 9 halves to 4 damage. And then second attack is a fucking crit.
Okay.
This is my first crit of the campaign.
Of course it is.
So that was 5 plus that's 10 plus 3, 13.
Yeah, but this might really be the one that saves your life too if you kill Body. You know. Okay, then it's your turn.
Yep.
Talius into Zundek.
I will attack again.
Great restoration. Cool. Except
Which one are you attacking?
For you and me.
Turok.
But not
Turok,
you.
okay.
Can you be inspired with once?
Not on it.
Okay.
Yeah, things are going their way. They have no reason to run away. I mean, a couple of them are dissipated. So.
D6s?
Yeah, just one. 5 plus 1. So 5 slashing and 7 lightning.
Ooh.
Yay. Okay, that's it.
That was 2 attacks?
Only one.
Oh, that was the one. That was the one
Yep,
ability.
I have one ability.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm done.
All right, then it's your turn.
It's a good thing.
All right. Inda, you are up.
I'm going to use inspiration again, and I'm going to yell out to T.
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell out, "This is for your freedom. You don't want to die in this tomb, do you?" And then I'm gonna use my action to take the dash action and get up and out of the exit.
Sure. Well, you're running towards right in front of Joe. So
Is he not right
5,
there?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So if you go directly towards Joe now, see that? Nope, the other way. Yeah, that's the like little window thing you have to climb up to get out.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah. So you're like right in front of it now.
You coward!
Coward nothing.
You're running away!
go. Live to fight.
The orc is gonna go
I've done everything I possibly can.
next. At this point, he takes out a.
Wand of depossession.
No, he doesn't have that. He has a dagger. And looking around, he is going to come around to flank this ghost. He is going to. Oh wait, no, he can't. He failed. Put him back where he was. He failed.
He can't
feared.
move.
Feared. Yeah, he's feared. He could throw his dagger, but at disadvantage. But he's probably not gonna do that.
This is rough, kids.
He is gonna stay there with his dagger in hand. He doesn't want to run away, but he just can't move closer. The only way he could move is to leave, but he's not gonna run away from you guys. So he's gonna hold a melee attack in case someone gets close to him. But he's not gonna throw his only weapon at disadvantage. Tanaki.
Oh god.
Alright, we need to be ready though, because it's getting late.
But I don't know. I'm gonna walk into the room and I'll cast magic missile at the ghost that is not possessing somebody.
Yeah, roll for damage. What level?
1, that's all I got.
Okay.
5, 10, 12.
12. Okay.
Don't search.
Okay. Perfect.
Fireballs.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, is the ghost's
That
turn?
might help us actually. Kill everyone.
Only one is actually a ghost. He is gonna make.
And Dick
He's
can heal me
kind of
like
not
that
happy
already.
about the magic missiles, and he kind of saw how it worked with the other one. But he is definitely gonna make one last ditch attempt to grab onto Body's face, because
Sure.
they like being the only ghosts around, and you have some around you that are pissing them off.
So how many ghosts are still up?
Is it advantage for using
Is it
reckless?
attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right.
One ghost and 2 possessed.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That's what I meant. So that's right.
That's 10 plus 17 plus 3 is 20 points of necrotic damage. Yeah. And I think the ghost does. It grabs onto either side of your face and just screams at you as your face starts. First, your jaw goes slack, and then you feel all of the heat pulled from your body. And as it lets go and flies away back through the wall towards me, so it's off the plane, body falls.
Okay, Dementor.
Okay.
Bless you.
Body, roll a death save.
Fail.
One failure. Turok, you're up. Who's up right now? You're gonna
Those kind of
attack.
skill checks, Mike. If I'm sure you know.
I rolled a 2 though.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say even orc, odd, Tanaki.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can use the
Even so
can use
attack.
them.
You're gonna
that's what I'm
attack
saying. Yeah.
the orc.
At range or in melee?
Melee.
Okay.
But as you come close, he's actually gonna take his melee attack at you.
Okay.
First that he was holding. So that's gonna be a bad roll, man. 12, just a 12 to hit. As he just but you can roll to attack him.
16.
16 will hit. Yes.
9 points.
9 points of damage. Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. At that though, the ghost also gets take bonus action, leaves your body and
thank
flies through the adjoining wall.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna take their last attack.
Okay.
Partially because they wanted to make at least one of you guys fall, and partially because it's like 10.
Okay.
Do
I have a bonus action?
No, because it used its
used
bonus
its bonus
action
action to
to
leave me. Okay.
leave you. Yeah.
Groovy.
Okay. Bree, you're up.
I think
You
that
can't see too much. You saw a ghost leave.
did I see body fall?
Probably not. Maybe. There's a lot
Okay.
going on though, and you don't have a.
I'm just
clear
gonna
line of
knock an
sight.
arrow and hold it until something that I know I need to attack comes into my line of sight.
Sure, Zephahim. Who looks
nearest-
hurt? You're Turok. Are you hurt?
Yeah.
Or actually, Tony, you're pretty hurt, right?
Mm.
I forget that. You're gonna make a melee attack at T.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 21, 23 to hit.
Can I do this again?
Shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Mhm.
You haven't done it since your last turn. You can use it.
Is that going to bring you up to an AC that's going to make that not work though?
What was that?
It's a
23.
23.
No.
You take six points of damage, and then second attack is a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
You can use your shield
Shield
then
down.
if you want.
Oh, it's 19 total? I thought you got
Yeah,
it.
19 total.
Yeah, I'll shield down.
Okay. Yeah. So again, the first one hits, and then you pull up a shield that it bounces off the second attack.
When a cat comes onto the battlefield.
Okay. And at that, again, the ghost leaves your body and flies through an adjoining wall to get outie. Is that it? That was the last ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys killed 3, huh?
2.
Yeah.
2.
2 and 1 ran away.
3 ran away.
3 ran away. Okay.
Cat, I can't see.
So that was Tanaki's turn. Not yeah.
Bree's dead.
Nope.
She's crushed by the cat.
Well,
that was Zeph.
I'm sorry. Zephahim just went at T. It's your turn.
I'll go try and help, buddy.
Okay. You don't have anything to use, right?
No.
You can make a
Are we
medicine
still
check
keeping combat order?
while someone's down, making death saves with 1 failed. Absolutely.
Help her? Can I?
Make a medicine check. Yeah. To try to stabilize.
10.
10. Yeah, that's enough. I think you kind of hold it there and you hold enough. And that would at least get enough to... Yeah, because that wouldn't stabilize, right? Because that...
Nope.
I would say that gives you 1 success. Right? Not quite enough to stabilize, but I think once doing a medicine check and taking the time was enough to get you that. It's not like a Spear of the Dying or anything. Inda.
I'm climbing this. I'm like,
Okay, yeah, you climb out. At this point, the sun is down. It is dark as you climb out.
on the table all night.
Karen, he doesn't have anything to heal you with. He's just going to kind of look around and go, he's going to just make a perception check to see if these things are still there. He does pretty well and says,
No, I'm in there. I'm out. Get me out.
Can we get her up? We should move.
Yeah.
Tanaki.
I'll go up to Buddy and cast Healing Hands.
Okay, perfect.
5 HP.
Yeah. At that, everyone's up, right? We will pick it up then.
Sorry, guys.
We'll pick it up next time.
When the paladin gets possessed by a charisma save.
Yeah, right. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that was a bit rough, but I will say you're probably better off you had 2 more party members and you did not do well trying to open that door earlier.
That's true. Charisma save. That was rough. I was not expecting that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ghosts are tough, and they're supposed to be able to just keep every turn as long as they have a chance to try to possess. Because you have to recharge. They can keep trying.
And it's indefinite for possession forever.
It is possessed until they decide to drop it. Your health drops to 0.
Because he has it, not me.
He has
Orc
it. The Orc has it with him. He seems to have something specific he wants to do with it. But or there's certain spells that'll do it.
Well, and it didn't come up, but just like a question. So with like Relentless Endurance, I drop to 0, but I spring back up with 1. Should that would that end the possession and I have 1 hit point?
Yeah,
am I 1 hit point and still
I
possessed?
would rule that it would because you drop to 0, and once you drop to 0,
curious.
the possession's gone. Yeah, that's what I would have ruled. So not ghosts that age you. As I found while I was looking up ghosts, and then decided, well, then it would be a perfect thing to have in this really old thing.
Polter inspectors.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Thanks,
Went a little later than usual. Not crazy though. If you have any comments, questions, anything like that, inroadsproductions@gmail.com. It's the @gmail. We'll be tweeting. We'll be talking. Thank you for watching.
Thanks,
See you next
guys.
week.